So, what have you seen any of my VODs or streams before?
Yeah, yeah, I
Okay,
have.
good. I just asked that to see whether they'll know how the sessions will go. So then you kind of will know how the session will go. This is your first session, so it'll be a little bit of a deep dive. Okay, so then for the stream, for me, what is your one second, edit. What is your current rank, peak rank, and then the roles you play?
Okay, so my current rank is gold one.
Okay,
My peak rank is gold two,
okay.
and I mainly play Sentinel.
And you mainly play Sentinel. Okay, cool. All right. How long have you been playing for?
So like I've been off and on since episode 5, but I started back
Okay,
like this act, so version 25.
okay. So you started in Act 5? Is that what
I
heard?
started in episode 5
Okay.
and then I just like quit and then I came back.
You just came back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. Just wondering. All right. Okay, and be as specific as you can. In terms of hours, how much hours are you putting in daily and weekly, and how many days a week?
So probably play about every day, you know.
All right.
Um and probably like 3 to 10, so like
Holy
7
shit.
hours. Yeah.
Okay, so you're putting a lot of time in. All right, cool,
Oh
cool.
yeah.
That's good. I think you're probably one of the few students that told me they put in this many hours. Not most people say like I only put like 4 to 6. Maybe they're downplaying it. I don't know, but most people are in like the 2 to 6 range per day. But that's okay. Cool. That's a lot of time. 4 to 6. About 7 hour average, right? So then you play every day.
Yeah, yeah, every day.
So that's like 50 hours a week. Oh wait, is it 7 times 3 is 21? Yeah, that's almost 50 hours. Okay, so okay, that's cool. All right, cool. Okay, in terms of your game, be specific and detailed. What are your concerns? You think you need to work on your weaknesses, things that's bothering you, whatever it is. Okay, be specific. What is it? What are the few
Okay.
things or a lot of
So my
things?
positioning
Mm-hmm.
and my game sense are like the two worst things that I have. I've been getting told by everybody that like
Mm-hmm.
my positioning and game sense are like really bad.
Okay. In what way? Try to be specific.
Um, well, I've started looking at my map more, but I
Okay.
used to not look at my map, and it just like kind of screwed me over.
Right, right.
And I just put myself like, let's say I put the bomb. I think it's A on Pearl,
Mm-hmm.
right in that little cubby like corner thing.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just sitting there, I would like swing, and
Ah, I
I would
see.
just die every time. And
Right,
it's
right,
like
right. Yeah, yeah. You like
so stuff
egoing,
like that.
overheating,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You're not situationally aware. You're just kind of looking for fights. Is that fair to say?
that is definitely fair to
Okay,
say.
cool. We'll work on this for sure. Okay, and then okay, so that's that. So anything else? Anything else? Try to be specific. Anything that's bothering you or you want to get better at.
As I climb, probably
Mm-hmm.
want to get my aim a little bit better as well.
All right,
But yeah.
cool. All right, that's easy. That's easy to do. All right, that's okay. So then, the last question. Try to be as detailed and specific as you can be. Okay. What are your goals? What do you want from Valorant
Get a scholarship.
in
Um,
collegiate?
yeah, collegiate, yeah.
All right.
And I want to go to like I want to climb my way up from like tier
Okay.
3 all the way up
All
and
right.
go pro.
So you want to go pro?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Okay. In terms of rank, where do we want to? Where would you be happy?
Would I be happy?
Yeah,
Rank 1
the
Radiant.
big Rank 1 Radiant.
Rank 1 Radiant.
Wow. Okay.
Nothing
Uh,
smaller. Nothing
oh
smaller. It's not
shit.
good.
Oh no. Okay. All right. It's time to be serious. Okay. So off that information, you're probably the only student that has told me that. Most people say I want to be immortal, right? Even when they say I want to go pro, Um, obviously it's to be Radiant, but they don't say number one Radiant. That's something new. Okay, all right, cool. All right, cool, cool, cool. Okay, off that information you're telling me right now, um, dude, it's not gonna be easy. Okay, just understand that everybody that has and those that will, I tell them there's gonna be a lot of bad days trying to get to that goal. And I really hope you're not just having empty words, as in you're just saying you want this, but you're not willing to do anything for it, or take the required actions to get there. It's really important to understand that if you are being serious about what you're saying, it's a big commitment, bro. Like you gotta be if you have a girlfriend, you gotta be willing, you gotta be ready to lose your girlfriend. Like that type of like it's gonna be a big time consuming thing. It has to be your life, right? So, and I try to go pro. I was pro when I was 14 at StarCraft 2, stuff like that. Try to go pro in multiple games, try to go pro in Valorant and Spectre Device, so I know what it's like. I try to help all those that try to go pro with all those mistakes I've made, so they don't make it as well. So you gotta never give up as well and really be serious with this goal. But okay, let's go ahead and let's get started. So you can go ahead and queue. Um, just off that information, I'm really hard on those that say they want to go pro because you know there's a standard, right? Uh,
Yeah.
not anyone can be pro. You have to understand that. There's only so many VCT teams. Only so many VCT tier 2 teams. So it's kind of like the NFL or NBA or whatever, MLB. It's the same thing where there's limited spots. So, and how old are you?
14. 14.
Okay, okay. That's what I like to hear. Even if you spend 10 years on this, you'll still be in a decent age range to pursue or you know, be ready. Because if you're 20 or 25, 24, it's a little too late, right? Um,
Yeah.
so we do have that time, so that's good. And then you said you play Sentinel?
Yep.
Okay, you only play Cypher?
No, I like Vice a lot too.
Like Vice a lot too. Alright. So you're like playing Cypher Vice really mainly. Cool. Can really
Yeah.
help you in this category because I was a Cypher main myself. When the game first came out, I was only playing Cypher Sage, so I can definitely help. This is my forte. It's my forte. Any questions or anything so far?
No,
Okay,
just
cool. All right, so I tell all my students at this point, don't be nervous at all. This isn't a time for you to show off to me. I'm really just trying to evaluate your game, see your thought processes, stuff like that. And there's 5 categories that I'll write notes in. It's gonna be aim, communication, utility usage, movement positioning, and then game sense, mental game. And then also I'll write down round specifics, like every round specifically in your POV, so that way after we can go through it in a custom game and break it down. Okay.
all right.
Just try your best. I want to see when the game is hard, how you play, stuff like that. I don't want to see a perfect game. You dropping 40 kills, stuff like that. It's kind of okay. But okay, good luck, bro. See you after the game. All right,
All right.
later.
Wait.
He sounds nervous as fuck.
The other team is just very noisy.
Hey, chat. I'll answer some questions if you guys have any questions. Now is the time, everybody. I'm so tired, guys. I gotta stop sleeping late. Womp womp.
Yes, this goes here.
So he sets up on B.
planted.
31 jet.
Player standing. Long.
We know more than we give you.
So there, he just peeks topside and dies. Good awareness though. He's leaning towards A.
That goes there. Oh, this is a nice spot. This goes here.
So his comms are non-existent, not communicating.
Spike planted.
He flanks from B.
Last player standing.
Cage trigger.
Nobody is Sage in my hill.
Hey, keep those nightmares away from me. I already have bad dreams.
Okay. So this is a big round right here. There's like no comms from him though. He's so quiet.
Yes, this should go. Oh, this is a nice spot.
So he sets up on B. Start of round. He start. How does he not have black bars in Discord? I don't know. Resolution. He starts arcade. Sees one guy, fights and commits when there's multiple there. He's kind of out in the open.
There.
So there, I think he shouldn't just immediately walk
30
down.
seconds
He needs to
left.
listen.
Spike planted. Enemy remaining.
Nice. Team made up for it.
Six.
I know I'm yawning like crazy.
Don't worry, the house always wins. That goes there. This goes here.
Raise you, yawning.
I'll find you.
Hey, all four. It's gonna be A.
Spike planted. Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Feeling safe. Clutch.
Man, jeez. Leave some for the rest of us. Or don't. I'm sorry.
WCAM, yeah, I wrote that. Put it in the smoke.
This should do. My thanks.
Team made up for it.
That goes there. Ah, this is a nice spot. Wow, my eyes are down.
Spike planted.
One man.
No more cards left.
One enemy remaining.
The shit you want? Well,
My thanks. My ultimate is ready. Spike with you.
Yeah, pretty good retake. He didn't do too much though. Okay, so he has the same setup.
That goes there.
It's the same setup on, almost same setup on me. This trip changed a little bit.
Ah, this is a nice spot.
You will not kill my allies.
Enemy spotted me. Back like I
Spike planted.
You had your fun. My turn. Enemy spotted A. Reload.
One enemy remaining.
Cage trigger. This is no problem.
Team A.
Pretty good run by him, honestly. I'm kind of shocked. For a goal? That was not so bad.
Anyone feeling generous? Teşekkürler. Thank you.
This goes here. Yes, this should do. Camera taken out. It's you and me.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Them down. Spike B. Reloading. Face the music.
Wait, are you communicating?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. I can't hear. I can't hear you talking game for some reason. Yeah, try to make it where I can hear
Oh
you.
no. Oh no. I might not have been talking. Dang.
Yeah. Have you been talking?
Oh yeah, I've been talking.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Yeah, I haven't been. I haven't heard a single thing. I'm like, was sitting here like, what?
Get out of my way.
It's lined up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think because you have Discord push to talk on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to leave it on so I can hear you.
Okay, I got you.
Outside there.
Planted. One enemy remaining.
Here.
No wonder. No wonder. I was like, this guy's not communicating, but he was, and it's muted.
All right, I think it.
Yeah, I
I
can
think we're
hear.
good now.
Yep.
Too soon.
Down A.
There are three more beating. Man, fuck. I got spiked down. There's one drop.
Player standing. Enemy remaining.
Oh shit.
Spike
Okay.
down A.
Sage was the guy that was like dropped.
Seconds left.
You will not kill my allies.
Seconds left.
Nice try. Easy. Okay.
Watch out, man. Keep fighting. Rest is over.
can buy for you if you want, Cypher.
I need this.
Thank you.
Ah, this is a nice spot.
Like quite a few over here.
Spike down A.
Reloading.
Enemy remaining. Spike down A.
I am weak.
Reloading.
If they try something, I'll see it.
His aim is not bad.
Yes, this should do. That goes there. I'll remove.
Holy whiff. There are two more B main. They could rotate.
I think they are. My dog didn't see anybody.
Oh. Nice.
Last player standing.
Eight bullets.
30 seconds
Mhm.
left.
Okay then.
Last round in the half.
Let me hear how you do it. Just spend all your money. Give it a go.
This goes here. Camera taken out.
Somebody rotate back.
Gotta go.
I'll go. Alright.
Cage trigger. Found my wire.
One push out man. They're on side.
Close. Push down.
Spike planted.
Alright, Sly, later, bro.
Close hit 70.
It's unfortunate. Tower.
Enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Catch them.
Careful behind you. He's okay. Good Huff.
Oh man, I'm sleepy today.
Switching sides.
Okay, now we get to see his attack side.
We should win.
Need a drop.
Salamat, thanks.
Let's go there.
I'm out of here.
Ah, this is the last
I'm out of here.
I'm gonna go drop.
Now,
Coming.
where to set up shop? This should do.
One satellite.
Watch out. Go, go, go. Enemies A. There.
Oh, that's so stupid. No.
No peeking.
Oh. Oh man. Please. Please. Play.
Holy.
Nice try.
Off.
Lucky sock.
Wow. Oh, stupid play. Shit.
Who's there?
I have the spike.
And this guy.
Attacker spawn.
I have the spike. Spike drop. I have retrieved the spike.
We're back in golf B. There's an outlaw over there. Be careful.
They found my wire.
They're pushed up B, man.
You want this Vandal? I'm low.
Why, thank you.
I'm low, bro. I'll trust myself.
You'll live, don't worry.
The spike.
I'm out of here.
One enemy remaining.
Thank you for your blessings.
One dream ends.
That's a big round.
Generous. Teşekkürler. Thank you. Go, go, go. I'm out of here. Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
We
Wait,
will
what the-
reveal their
Wait,
secret. Ah, this is a nice spot.
One's on site.
Spotted A. I have the spike.
He could be top side. Drop. Two drop, two drop. Holy whiff.
Enemy remaining.
Last one's usually AFK. Not even fun. Boring. At that point.
Find the weakest link. Kick 'em in the shin. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Outlaw going insane. How's everybody's day going? How we doing? How
Pretty good. How about you?
doing? All right, then.
Get out of my way.
Caught one.
Spike down B.
No more charges left.
Right.
Cover is destroyed.
Enemy remaining.
It's not even fun.
He's got pretty
It's
good aim.
boring.
Yeah, a little unlucky.
I'm out of here. Go, go, go.
This is a nice one.
Reloading. Reloading.
No more charges left.
Planted.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Nothing really there, bro. We might have to pivot, bro.
Gotta go.
They're just crushing.
What do you need?
Anyone feeling generous? Who needs a buy?
This should do.
Omen and Clover both on B. There should only be one on A, if any. No.
Enemy remaining.
Yep, kick.
Oh God.
Take what's useful.
Match
Yep.
point.
Spirit is
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pivot, bro. This game is like, what am I
Wait,
supposed to?
what?
We'll just talk about his notes, really.
If you guys can rotate over, do it. A's clear.
Spike down B.
You will not kill my allies.
Buried. Where is everyone hiding?
What?
Enemy remaining.
We have a fight.
He's coming. He's under.
I have retrieved the spike.
Drop in a smoke.
30 seconds left.
Planted the spike.
Enemy spotted B.
Good game, yo.
Okay, so give me 1 second. We're
That
probably
was a
gonna.
really bad game.
No, no, no. It's fine. It's fine. I think you played decently. It's just unlucky that it's a 5v4, right? Like it's so boring. Like nothing's going on.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pivot. I want to see you play more. I will send you these notes, these round specific notes. And then we'll just go through your. We'll talk about the general notes now. I'll send you these notes. Right now, let me do that real quick. And then and then we'll play 2 more games together. And it'll be a little bit more like a second session where we'll be talking in between the rounds and stuff. So I can help you adjust in real time. We'll talk about some stuff that we need to work on though right now. So I sent you those notes. Okay, so let's talk about your general notes. Okay. Obviously you weren't. I didn't hear you talk for the first 8 rounds because you were muted. I thought you were talking the whole time, but that's that. So comms, I wrote need him to create some plans. How many times did you make a plan for your team?
No, I didn't. I didn't make a plan.
Right. Gotta make plans. I teach all my students, doesn't matter what rank, what agent, what role, that we make plans. And I'll ask you, how do we make plans? On what circumstances are we making plans?
Uh,
Try to answer. Why do we create plans?
to win rounds, to be
Sure.
in sync
Try to be
together.
okay, all right, okay. And sing together, win rounds. What else? Try to name all of it.
Use our util in the most effective way.
Sure,
Um,
right?
and most enemies, they don't really calm, right? That's kind of the elo that
Sure.
I'm in. They don't really calm,
Right.
so
Right. So
they're not
if
expecting that.
right. So if you were to make plans for your team, you guys would just destroy them even harder. Or overall in the long term, you'd be winning a lot of games. Right? Okay, and I'm gonna ask, Why do we make plans though? And besides those, like in terms of the game, think
To be
about the
consistent.
no. Think about the enemy. I'll try to help you out a little bit. The enemy. Why do we make plans involving our enemies?
To take advantage of their weaknesses.
Right. How do we take advantage of their weaknesses? It's very simple. It starts with an I, the word.
Identify.
Identify what they are doing as a team as a whole and individually, right? We can't make plans unless we know how they play, right?
Yeah.
Can we just start making random plans for no reason?
No.
Probably not. It won't work to the way we want it, right? It might work because it's luck involved, um, right? But it's identify. So what I'm trying to say is that we need to work on this. I teach all my students this, what I call is this identification protocol. There's 4 steps. Okay, identify. That's the first step. How are the enemy playing as a whole? How are they playing individually? The second step is process that information. Think about it. Oh wait, Omen is on this side. Wait, the KO is on this side. Sova on this side. So that means they got a dart and this utility there. They have flashes here. They only have 2 duelists on Haven, for example. So they're not gonna have too much utility to stop a rush, stuff like that. Think about what those agents mean on certain parts of sites, what they can do, what they cannot do, and then the third um, step to this thought process should be adjust. Figure out ways you can counteract what they're doing slash get them to move, or you trying to counter what they're doing against you guys, or figure out ways, try out ways where you can um, correct this issue at hand or what they're trying to do to you guys, right? And then the last thing would be apply, as in create plans, detailed specific plan with micromanagement. I want for example, I want a fake. I want Sova and Jet on a lobby in Haven. I want to smoke on the cross. I want Sova to go down short. Let's get our lurker sentinel agent to stay mid, control mid, kill people, lurk up, gather information, and then we'll have 2 people walk up C long, or however way you want it. Let's run a 4-man fake. One guy hold down mid. Let's run a 1-man fake, 2-man fake, whatever it is. You gotta get creative, and you gotta kind of figure out what your options are in terms of what the enemy is doing. This is what we can do. For example, if they're fast rotating, let's say you guys have rushed a couple times, right? Let's say fracture on A, and they're fast rotating. You can identify this. Okay, they're just rotating. There's just 3 people there. Like as soon as you guys start coming outside, what can we do to counteract that?
Okay, so we're on defense, correct?
We're on attack.
We're on attack.
Yeah,
And they're fast rotating.
Yep, and they're fast rotating. So let's say for example, I'll lay it down a little bit. 3 rounds in a row, we went A. We ran it down on them. Now the 4th round, as we came out A, there's 4 or 5 there. They've adjusted. We lost the round, so it's 3-1, and we've identified that they're fast rotating now. What can we do to counteract this or try things out that might work, or get them to move where we want them to go, stuff like that? What concepts
what
can
I
we
would
use?
probably do is I would go 4-man fake. I
Okay,
would send my sentinel to lurk up
sure,
main,
right?
get cut off their rotation,
Mm-hmm.
and when he's in the position where you can do that,
Yep,
we all just sprint over.
sure. That's decent plan. I don't think it's, you know, it's pretty good. I like the way, and I'll ask you, did you ever make a plan like this in your game?
No.
No. So this is what I'm trying to say is that I need this shouldn't be something that's every 4 rounds, 5 rounds, every 10 rounds, once a half. It needs to be every round, or at least when you need to adjust, which is usually 2 to 3 rounds, 1 round. If it keeps working, you just gotta keep using that same plan, right? For example, if you just keep running it down A and it keeps working, are you gonna stop doing it?
No.
Probably not. You're probably gonna keep doing it until get stopped at least one time, right? And then think about it. Oh fuck it, we're gonna go again, right? Oh, this time let's go B, right? Whatever it is, let's run a fake, right? So I would like you to think about this identification protocol a little bit better. It's not only for attack, it's for defense too. We're on defense, we figure out, wait, they're a team as a whole that likes, and maybe I should tell you this first. So I know you've experienced games where they pick a site and they just run it down. They pick it. Let's say we'll use Fracture for example. They pick A, they run it down A. You're on defense. They pick B, they run it down B. On attack on Fracture. They just hit B. They select B. They run it down. A, they just run it down. Right. And I'm sure you've faced other teams, even those ranked 5 random players, where they start A, then they rotate B back to A. They go through the ropes to the other side, and then they hit a site. Right. You're just like, what the hell are these guys doing? They're running around. Right. So it's not only important for you to understand how they're playing as a whole, the enemies. Oh, this is a team that just runs it down. This is a team that runs a lot of fakes. This is a team that likes to rotate a lot. This is a team that's inserting lurk. They're just lurking. This is a team that runs it down on us when we're on attack, and defensively they're just taking space everywhere. You got to be able to identify that, and then not only is it important to identify how they play as a whole, but you got to really, 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 really pinpoint on how they play individually. And this is something that we can call, or it's called tendencies and frequencies. Do you know what tendencies and frequencies mean?
Um,
Try to answer.
one, I think tendency is how often they do it.
No. Okay.
Okay,
That's frequencies. So you got
it's frequency.
frequencies. It's how often or in which rate they're doing it. Is it every round?
Okay.
Every 3 rounds? Once a half? Once a game? 2 times a game? 5 times? Right? You can calculate how often they're doing it. Okay, what is tendencies?
Tendency
Yep.
is when there's like at the rate they're doing it, like
No,
every
that's frequency.
frequency.
Right? Frequent.
Uh,
How frequent are they doing it? That's how you think. How frequently are they doing it? The frequency. So that's how frequent means how often they're doing it, right? So that's that frequency. Let's think about tendencies. Tendency. It's in the name. What they tend to do,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
What they
Yeah.
like to do, how they will like to do it, how they do it, right? For example, I'll give you an example. So let's say we're on Haven or any map. Cypher has walked down mid 5 rounds in a row. He solo lurked up mid 5 rounds in a row. What are his tendencies? What are his frequencies?
His tendency is to walk down mid,
Good.
and his frequency is every round.
Or every time for those 5 rounds, correct? So good,
Correct.
you got it right. Okay, this calculator you really need to know. Most people use it, but they don't actively think about it. You gotta store every single round's information. This guy has done this round. Next round you see it. Okay, he's done the same thing again. Okay, he switched it up. Okay, you gotta pick up on these small intricate details all the time, every round, right? And why do you think we need to do this?
To create plans around what they're
Good.
going to
You
do.
see how it's connected now, right? First, we
Yeah.
started with create plans, but I had to teach you the important thing, the most important thing, which is identify. And those frequencies and tendencies, understanding that ties into identification, right? It's an identification. You can identify what they like to do, how they like to do it, and also identify how frequent is it. Is it every round, every 2 rounds? This guy's doing it all the time. Not likely, very possible, not possible, never doing it, always, right? Whatever word, whatever type of number system you want to use, that's kind of how we have to look at it. Okay, we identify so that way we can create plans, and then some, most students don't understand how to identify, so I teach them this protocol. If you want to understand what the enemy is doing, understand what they're doing as a whole, calculate individual enemies, what they've done, where they've gone, what they do, what's their setup, where they like to do it, their play style individually. Oh, this guy's a rat type player. This guy's a player that sits in corners. This guy's a player that just anchors all the time. This guy's just super hyper aggressive. Whatever the case is, this guy's just really bad, right? Whatever it is. and then we figure out, we think about that information. Okay, wait, there's, like, for example, fracture. Wait, they're putting, you know, uh, a chamber on B. It's super easy. His trip is shit. We can just run at him. So, or they have Killjoy on A, Cypher on it, whatever it is. You gotta process it. Wait, they don't have flashes on A main. Or they don't even put their breach on B. That means we can just run it down A, right? So you process it. You think about what type of utility they have or don't have, in terms of the individuals or as a whole, and then you would adjust, right? You think about it, then we would adjust by thinking about ways we can uh take certain parts of the map or get them to move the way we want to. We want to go B, but we want to move them to A, then end B, so it's less resistance, or try new things or whatever it is. The adjustment part is thinking about ways where you can switch it up or find solutions to what they're doing that's working against you, right? So, and helping your team to lead them to the least resistance area. Then we would apply, as in making plans with all those first three steps we just done. Guys, I've identified their team that just sit around hard anchoring. Let's say, for example, we've defaulted for 4 rounds in a row. These guys aren't rotating at all, guys. Let's run it down somewhere with 2 people, right? So you got to get specific, detailed in a little bit in terms of this. And I know we're getting carried away with this note, but it's very important that you develop this skill. I think you have it. It's just you're not actively thinking about it to a high level. You may think about it, but high level. It needs to be every round, and communicated that to your team, what you've identified. This guy's here, guys. This guy's perma this site player. Oh, Cypher's over here. Always, always, every time, every time. So that way your whole team sees it in a bigger picture. Okay? So let's move on a little bit. I think that was good, that you can see what it is like to think like and be a high level player. That's what Radiant players do. They don't think about this every 5 rounds. They think about it every time they die, every time before the next round starts. They're thinking about what they're doing, so that way we can find plans, solutions to destroy them and destroy their plans. It's anti-stratting. I'm sure you've heard that before. Anti-strat is to counter their strategy, right? So that's that. Feed info better. I'll ask you, how many times did you feed info? He's B,
I
this
would.
guy's here, let's group up, go in, execute, throw your smokes here, that type of info. One's behind you.
I think I calmed where they were, but I didn't execute as a group. Like
Right,
get
but
somebody to throw blinds, flashes for me.
sure,
I did tell them where they were.
but in terms of feeding information to your team, how often did you do that? Guys, 1B. Guys, 2 here. Wait, they could go back. Wait, stay there. Anchor. Like, I'm leaving you. I'm gonna walk down mid. Or, those type of small information stuff. I have B main. C long. I have C long. Nothing here. Somebody's here. Those type of information.
Um, I didn't do it often.
Yeah,
I
it
did it
was.
sometimes, but I
Yeah,
didn't
you
do it
did
often.
do it sometimes, but I need it all the time. I need you to do this like 20 times around. Okay? Anytime there's any information, any red question mark, you call it out. 2 drop here. Okay, let's say we start on B. Wait, nothing B main, guys. I hear nothing. You guys rotate today. 1 drop, 2 drop, because you're seeing it. You're looking at the minimap. I hear 1 sands. 1 here. There's 1 on site. Stuff like that. It's very important that we call out, pinpoint every single agent, enemy agent, spaces that are not accounted for. For example, let's say they started A, they're running it down. You're like, 3 here, I hear 3 A main. They cut noise, and your whole team starts rotating to A, and it's quiet. They're not throwing smokes, nothing's going on. What would you tell your team?
Go back.
Leave. Be like, get the fuck out of here. We don't need you. There's 5 of us here, and they're not in. Nothing's going on. Get back. Go anchor. Stay over there. So those type of information, I would like you to do better. Be a leader. Account for space as well. Okay. The next thing is be a leader, right? I I think you actually have, for as young as you are, which is rare. Like young, not guys, but young people tend to not have as big of a leadership capabilities, like qualities, unless they're like in sports. Like me, I was a big athlete my whole life too. I'm not sure. Are you an athlete?
I used to play football.
Okay, so then that's maybe where you get a little bit of that leadership qualities. But um, I think you're able to be a good leader. You're the only one in that lobby in your team trying to make some calls. You're making some mid-round calls sometimes, right? But I want it to be more. I want you to be the best guy. I want you to be the captain of the team. Yes, it's Valorant, but you want to go pro, right? And that's what
Yep.
all Radiant players do. All really good players do is lead their team. Will the best player on the team, the guy that knows, feels, or whatever, knows he's the best player, he knows 100% objectively, will he help his team, direct them, or will he just sit back and do nothing?
He'll direct them.
He'll direct them. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to be the best player in your team where you know best. Those that know best are the best players, best people, right? With the most knowledge, the most experience. I need you to be the leader. I need you to be Mr. Reliable on the team. I need them to ask you what kind of questions, things that you guys want to do. I said, yo, bro, what do you want to do? Instead of them telling you, because you should be the one directing them what to do. Okay? So be a leader. But your plans, your processes, what you've identified, what you need them to do what you've identified, and manage them. People are so unaware in this game. That's why I tell every student. People are so bad. They're so unaware. Even immortals, you'd be shocked how unaware they are. They're lost in the sauce, brain dead. Okay? So let's not get there. Let's lead these guys to victory. That's what leaders do, right? They'll process information, whether they got it by themselves or teammates, and then they'll create plans and figure out what their team needs to do to win, right? So that's that. And then, pretty much that's it. Okay. The next thing I wrote is needs to IGL a little bit more, so that ties with being a leader. Call more plans. And I know you're just learning this stuff now, but make more plans off what you've identified, and then try to find solutions when things, because this game, you guys are just winning, right? So the whole way, so there isn't much solution making to be done, but there's going to be times where the game's super hard, super sweaty, super close game, and that's what makes all the difference from winning and losing, is being a good leader, identifying properly, not just identifying, making sure it's accurate what you're storing, and then creating plans so that way you guys can win these rounds at a high rate, because you're taking a 5v2 on the least resistance area instead of calling to go A and then just running it down. You know there's 3 to 4 there and just still going in, right? It's about leading your team to victory by moving them to the least resistance area, especially on attack. Defense slightly different. Defense, we got to lead them by switching up our setup, maintaining all space, accounting for space, making sure we don't get lurked on, making sure we're man up at all times. Okay, it's really important, because in Valorant, man advantage goes to the attackers. Equal advantage is actually an advantage to the attackers. Like 5v5, 4v4 goes to the advantage is slightly in the attacker's favor, right? And I'll ask you a question: who benefits in a 1-for-1 trade? They kill me, we kill them. It's 4v4 now.
The attackers, because they have bomb.
Right. It's not just because they have bomb. It's just because they roll in a pack, right? They're in a
Yeah.
pack of 4s, 5s, 3s, 2s, and defenders are mainly only in packs of 2s and 3s, but they're spread out, right? They're spread thin. If we take a 5v2 and kill all those 2 guys and they kill 2, it's 3v2, but we have all the site, right? It's 3v3, but we have the whole site. Right, we have control of the site. They have to retake us. They have to come deduct where we are. They have to figure out where we are. So that's why it's an advantage to the attackers. So understand that on defense, even when you get 1 kill and die, it's not good enough. You need to get minimum 2. You need to have positions to kill 2 people usually. Stuff like that. Okay, let's move on. Aim. Crosshair placement when rotating can use a bit of work. So when you're rotating, crosshair placement needs work. Make sure it's always head level, just in case they pop out of nowhere. You can just left click and they're dead. Okay, overall, I didn't have anything bad to say about your aim. I think it's quite strong, honestly. I think it might be one of your strongest categories. But we gotta get everything else up, which is movement positioning, our game sense, and then I think your utility usage is good, but I think mainly I'm worried about your comms, movement positioning, and then game sense, mental game. Okay. The next thing is movement positioning. He's playing a reactive game, needs to take space more. I'll ask you, how many times do you take space on defense?
Twice.
2 times. Not enough. Okay. needs to be, 6 minimum, around there, 6 to 8. Not all the time. I wouldn't recommend you taking space fucking 12 rounds a half, but it needs to be a lot. Okay, and I'll ask, why do you think that is?
You can first off, you can tell if they're rotating. You can
Sure.
hear them,
Good. So information. Good job. What else?
and you could possibly get a late flank that catches them off guard.
Sure. Late flank. So element of surprise. What else?
Okay, you could catch them with their knife out. Everybody runs knife out. They try to
Sure.
rotate. They always run knife
Yep. So
out.
so
You could sit in the corner.
we'll put that in element of surprise. Okay. There's some main reasons why we should take space. Starts with an I, not identify. Info.
Information.
Information. I'm not helping you out a little bit, but you gotta know this. Taking space is information. Now, let's visualize a little bit, okay? Fracture is a unique map, okay? It's kind of in 4 quarters. Most maps I explain on, it's in 3/3, right? Like, for example, Haven, A, B, and C, right? It's 3/3, 3 lanes, right, on the map. Fracture is a little bit different. It's in 4 quarters. So, arcade side B, B main side B, A main side A, dish side A. So it's like 4 quarters, 4 areas of attack, right? And they're not really lanes, and because the the defenders rotate through in the middle of the map, it's kind of unique. But how you have to think about it is, and I'll ask you a series of questions right now. If we walk down on the defense, we walk down A main, right? And we walk down B main. So we walk down A main. You're like nothing A main. One of your teammates walk down B main. Nothing B main. Where can they be?
Satellite or arcade.
Good. Those are the 2 other quarters they can be in, right? I'll give you a couple other questions. So I'll give you one simple one first. I probably should start with this one. We walk down arcade. That's it. We got arcade, boys. Where are they?
They could be B main, A
Right.
main, and then satellite.
Good. Okay. Now I'll ask you 2 or 3 more. So let's say we walk down A main, B main, and then dish as well, satellite. Where are they?
You're gonna be arcade.
Good. Okay. Now I'll ask. This one's a little bit harder. Like it's not as okay. Anyways, so you should be able to get this one with your eyes and ears closed. Okay. If you get this wrong, there's something wrong with you. Okay. I tell all my students this.
Yeah.
And this map's a little bit unique. So if we walk down A main, not all the way into the spawn, but just we covered A main. Nothing A main. B main, same thing. We walk down a little bit down the stairs. Nothing P main. They walk down arcade. Nothing arcade, guys. They walk down dish. They look towards dish. Nothing really there. Nothing dish. Where are they?
They're spawn.
Yes, correct. Okay. Whew. Okay. If anybody gets that, and I know that the fracture is a little bit unique, where if you walk down A main and B main, like you see their spawn, right? So you kind of will know if anybody's there. But other maps, when I explain it, they can only be in spawn because that's really only where they can be. Fracture is a little bit more unique, but still, it's the same answer. Spawn, you know they're there in that area on both whichever spawn side, the arcade side or the main side, right? But what I'm trying to say is that it's information. Gathering information is helping narrow down where they are as an enemy. For example, if we walk down 2 quarters, we know they're in the 2 other quarters, right? If we walk down 1 quarter, we know they can only be in the 3 other quarters. If we walk down all 4 quarters, we know they're in their spawn. If we walk down whichever quarter one, we know we're there in the other 3. But what I'm trying to say is that getting information is helping our team understand the enemy where they are. To understand where they are is knowing what they're gonna do, right? If we walk down A main and B main, it's clear. We know they can only come to arcade or drop or go under back to main, right? But when we gather this information and know what they can do where they are, then it helps set us up to win rounds at a high success rate. It helps us give us big chances to win because we're narrowing down what they're gonna do. To win rounds at a high success rate is winning games. Winning games is getting RR. Getting RR is climbing, getting to our goals. So they all add up. This information thing is the pinnacle, is the basis of gaming, not just Valorant, competitive gaming. It's all about information. It's all about finding the unknown, figuring out, can we pinpoint what they're gonna do, where they're gonna go, where they are. That's what you have to understand. It's taking space as information. It's not about, yes, you are correct. It's about information and element of surprise. We can get behind them, kill them, flanking, and also we can, hear if they're rotating, stuff like that ties into information. We can cause chaos. We can kill one guy here, pull back over there, under, kill another guy, pull back. They're calling wherever we are, but we're running around like a ghost repositioning. It causes chaos too. But the main thing is that it's information. It's not about killing. It's not about flanking. It's about narrowing down where they are off what you see. If you flank, if you walk down a main and die, you already know there's enemies there. It's not free anymore, right? You know. But if you're alive and you're walking down, the whole team sees it, they're not there. There's no resistance. So keep that in mind. It's very important that we can gather information, not just by, looking at the menu map and seeing where they are, question marks only, is by being proactive, taking space, getting ahead of them as well. I'm sure you've experienced games where you take space, you pinpointed them down to one area, and then they start rotating, and you're sitting in a corner. You hear all four rotating. What do you tell your team? And they're like
They're
stacked
rotating
on the
off.
site they were pinpointed on. You're like, they're rotating, and then they just start booking it and beat the enemies to the race. Either you kill them there, you kill one and die, or you kill multiple and it's done, or you just die. They'll just start booking it to the other site. So that's why it's very important we take space. I need you to get better at it, and I'll give you tips and tricks. So one way you can get good at taking space is listening. Start where you want to take space, okay? Then listen. Okay, you gotta be very, very sensitive to this. You gotta make sure there's no like one footstep or anything. If there's absolutely nothing, then you start slicing the pie, clearing the angle quickly, and then start walking down and being tight on walls. So even if they peek off certain angles, they won't see you. You'll timing them. So that's that. And another trick and tip is that um, if you believe they're gonna go somewhere, like you 100% your instincts, your intuition's like, okay, they're going here. I know it. My feeling, my gut. Then you start on the opposite side. For example, like on fracture, you know they're gonna go A. You just start B main side and walk down and start flanking them. Start taking that space. So that's what I do. I usually go like I kind of figure out off information how they're playing, where they've gone, the frequency of which sites they've been hitting. I try to kind of mentally calculate it, like a calculated guess. Okay, I think this round they're probably not gonna go B. They try to go B 3 rounds in a row. We won every round. They're probably gonna hit A this round. Then I'll start on B and I'll walk down, and it's so free every time, right? So, but the best thing to do is the listening trick. Let's say you cannot understand where they're gonna go. Just sit, listen, right right behind the wall. Listen. You listen for 3 seconds, nothing there. Then you start walking up, clear your corners vigilantly as you go. But if you're listening, you hear a lot of noise. You're not gonna walk up, right? You're dead. So that's the skill that you need to kind of use in terms of taking space. That's what I do. Okay. Next thing, game sense mental game. Would like him to switch up sites from B to A or vice versa. Be unpredictable. Okay. You were doing this at round 8. You switched on defense. You started B every round and then you switched to A. But I needed like more unpredictable. Start B 2-3 times, then go A for 1 time, come back to B once, then go back to A 3 times. Like just switch it up. Be super unpredictable, stuff like that. And I'll ask, why do you think it's important that we're unpredictable? It's very simple.
So they can't try to counter us.
Right. By not identifying what we are doing. Us individually. You know how I told you we got to figure out how they play as a whole and individually? They're doing the same. So to not show them what we're doing individually helps mask what we want to do, where you are, especially specifically because you're a Cypher player, right? What do most people say when they're on attack? We gotta find what? Where is
Cypher and
Where's the
Red.
cipher? Where's the sentinel? Right? Because it just makes sense to kind of go away from those type of utilities because it's so hard to take a site with a cipher with stacked players, cipher let alone by himself, right? With a good setup and a good cipher player, he's gonna shit on the whole team, right? So that's why it's very important that we're unpredictable, so that way they cannot identify where or what we like to do, or how frequently. We become a ghost. Okay, that's what Radiant players do. They become a ghost. They won't. It's hard to pinpoint what they will do the next round. Okay, noobs, bad players will be able to show the enemies what they like to do, where they like to set up, stuff like that, like frequently. or what their frequency is. Oh, this is a player that's going back and forth, back and forth. This is a guy that's just perma B, guys, right? Stuff like that. So it's very important that we be more unpredictable. Okay, the next thing, needs to lurk more on attack. How many times did you lurk on attack?
I think it was like I honestly think it was just once.
I agree. It was that one time you were in spawn and you walked by the ISO. Remember that round? And near the end there.
Yeah,
So that was a good lurk. I really like it. It's just I want it more. If you're good at something, do we got to do it less or more? Less or more?
more.
More. So if you're good at lurking, then do it more. I can tell you, you remind me of myself actually, because when I first started playing this game, when this game first came out, not much utility, not that many agents, and all we played was Cypher. All I played was Cypher, and that's all I did. What do we do on attack on Cypher?
Lurk.
Lurk. What else?
To go check. We can play post plant really well.
Sure.
That's something.
I'll just tell you,
Oh.
we kind of control space, right? We put our
Yeah.
trips up, and then we sit. Let's not think about Fracture because it's a very unique map. Let's think more like Haven, Abyss, those type of maps. Icebox, Split, bro. We put our two flank trips up, and we just sit mid on attack. Either as in lurking up, taking timings, or we can just sit there and relax and wait for people to walk down and protect the space, right? So like on Split, like we're not always walking up because you're gonna die. Sometimes you have to wait down mid, just hold down mid, right, with a cam, and you know if people are gonna flank you down on their defense when you're on attack because you have trips up. So um, lurk more, control space more, be aggressive, use finer details with you. For example, you guys are gonna hit A on Haven, and you guys decided we can't run it down. There's too many there. We gotta rotate. You guys want to call a rehit, so you call a rehit, but you're in mid. Make noise garage side, so it confirms their belief that you guys have rotated. Then you guys come back and walk away. You don't know how many times I've done that in sessions and in my game. I did that yesterday with a student. Same thing scenario on Haven. Okay, they tried to took A and they decided to rotate. I'm like, good, rotate. And I told the guy, yo, make no, tell the guy in garage to make noise. The one lurker, the one guy makes noise. What do you think happened?
They stopped rotating. They just kind of.
No, they start all going to C because we started A, so they start stacking C. They're fast
Yeah.
rotating, so they started going C because we ran off. They ran off from A, but they wanted to rehit, so they walked back. But there was a lurker set up mid, so I told him, make that guy make noise. He makes noise garage like it's like he's trying to go in garage. And they just started running off C and they walked on A for free, right? So you can add a little bit more of like a finer detail to that too in terms of your planning when you are that guy in that position, right? You're the one mid lurking and they've decided to rotate, but then they're like, wait, let's rehit. You're like, I'm gonna make noise. Okay, they're gonna believe we're going garage to C now because that's how it looks like, right? They've heard us run off A, and once they hear noise mid, it confirms that you guys have made it towards mid, towards C. So then they start leaving A, or at least spreading thin. Maybe not fully rotating off, but that's that. So it's very, very important. And I'll just briefly touch on this, okay? There's really three main reasons why we lurk. It's to gather information, right? We can hear people running around when we get in a good spot around mid, when we walked up a little bit in a cubby or something, okay? And then it's to also have an element of surprise, okay? As in we're very silent, we're controlling, we're waiting for people to walk down, weaken timing, okay? And then it's also chaos. Okay, you cause chaos. You kill one, reposition. They called that you were there, where you were earlier, but you totally reposition somewhere else, and you kill another guy. Then you just keep snowballing it, right? And there's really two options a defensive team can do when there's a lurker. Okay, they can either address. It's a double-edged sword. A double-edged sword for the defenders. They can either decide to address the lurker, spend resources, expend manpower to go and find that lurker and instantly kill him. They gotta instantly kill him right away, or they can leave him alone. And you can see why this is a double-edged sword, because either way it benefits the lurker or the lurking team, right? If you're lurking up mid and they know you killed one, and then now they're like, we're gonna kill this guy, and send three of their teammates at you and utility while your team's already taking a site, like they're fucked, right? They've burned a lot of resources for that. If they leave you, then you have space, then you have information, you can do whatever you want. They're letting you kind of give a little wiggle room in terms of your lurk, right? But usually the case is when they leave you is they're coming back to you later. So your team can't die. If your team's dead, you're pretty much dead too. So that's the two things defenders can do. But it's very important that we get better at lurking. I think you're good at it, but if you're good at it, get it better. Keep doing it. Make mistakes. Learn how to take crazy timings. Learn how to use your team's contact to take timings. That's what I do. Okay, the game's not where it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, you know what I used to do once my team took contact and I was playing Cypher and I was like away from them on the opposite side? They would make some noise. I would literally take my knife out and start walking into their spawn. People are good now. You can't do that anymore. They are accounting for lurks, especially if you show them. Before, I would do that 3, 4 rounds in a row. Even if I die, it would still work. Now you cannot do that. People are accounting for space, especially when when you show them that you are a type that is a lurking type, a rat. They will just instantly kind of try to correct it. So you got to find even better timings out. It's not as easy as it used to be, but I believe you can. It's all about being creative. I can't give you a textbook answer. When this does this, when this happens, and your team does this, you can go in here and then in this area. No, it's not the way it is. Valorant is too situational. There's too much involved. I don't know what the tendencies and frequencies are individually as a whole. Are they smart players? Are they players that can account for space? Is this an agent that's anchoring hard? A player that's anchoring hard? That he knows what I'm doing, etc., etc. And I know it's a lot of information, but this is how high level people think. Okay? High level thinkers think. Okay? And I'm not saying a pro, I'm not. If anything, there's so many people that are way better at this. I'm only at the surface, really. Okay, but this is very important that we get better at lurking. Okay, so then last note is needs to account for enemy setup better. So this kind of comes into tendencies and frequencies. You gotta kind of and information and identification. You gotta figure out exactly where they are. So what I do is pistol round, yes, I know it's first round. There's nothing to go off of, but what happens in the pistol round is my basis. So, for example, on Fracture, let's say, you know, the Cypher is on B, and then there's a Reyna Arcade, and then they put Breach Jet on, A main, and then the Smokes is there as well, Brim, right? I lock that in my mind. Okay, this is their setup. Then I try to see as they switch it very slowly. Oh, this guy's moved here now. This guy's this here now. Oh, the breach is on B now. Stuff like that. You gotta store this information. What can they do? Oh, wait, they do 3-man pushes like everywhere, not just A main. Sometimes there'll be teams where they only do A main, etc., etc. You gotta kind of pick this information up and store it. I know it's a lot, but this is what you have to do to being a high level player, to being a pro. Okay, you want to be a pro. You gotta build this skill up. It's a skill. It's not genetics. Okay, that's that. Let's move on. Comms. I think overall your comms are pretty good. Pros. I think they're very positive. Are you a tilter by any chance? Be honest. Be honest.
Yeah, I'm getting better though. I'm getting
Okay,
better.
okay, and that's fine. Just be honest with me. I'm not gonna judge you or anything. Just
After I got banned,
Yep. You learned your
I
lesson.
started getting better. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be really honest too. I was very toxic myself. I was very crash outy too. But 2, 3 years ago. These days, not as much because I understand how unproductive it is. So try not to do that. I don't think you're the type to do that. It doesn't seem like it. But in terms of communication, I think you're quite positive. Just kind of keep working on the stuff I told you. Be a leader, create plans, feed info, okay? And IGL, make mid-round calls, identify and then apply, right? Process and apply. And that's that. Okay. Overall, I think your comms are quite strong. Just need to work on the small details. That's it. I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. So aim, I wrote you can delete. You're able to delete people. I think your aim is actually your strongest suit. It's pretty good. I like the way you shoot. You don't really whiff too often, very rarely. And it's instant deletions. I like it. You're a Phantom player too. You remind me a lot about myself. I'm the same. Phantom player, Cypher player, just instant deletion. So I like that. Okay. What do you think I tell all my students though in terms of aim? What do I want from them?
You want from the instantly delete people.
All the time, every round, every kill, no excuses, no exceptions. If it's not a headshot, it's not a kill. That's what I used to tell myself. You don't have to use that rule, but that's what I used to tell myself. And if you go to all my socials, That's what it says in my bio. Headshots give me dopamine. I used to tell myself that to remind myself to instantly delete people. Headshots give me dopamine. Headshots give me dopamine. I want dopamine, right? Through headshots, and they do. It feels so nice when you one tap people, right? Instant deletion, right? Especially when you're doing multiple in one round. You're like, yeah, I'm that guy, right? It feels nice. So, and it'll make you confident too, where you feel like nobody can kill you like that, or you'll just instantly delete them, or they can not even kill you that often. So I need it all the time. What you're doing, it's good. I like it. Need it better. Keep improving it faster. Just all the time, no excuses. All right. The next thing is utility usage. Can put decent trips up well on attack and defense. I think your trip usage is quite good. Cam usage could be a little bit better. You can pick up your cam too when you're rotating as well. Always remember that, and your trips. You kind of leave it, stuff like that, which is not bad. Sometimes I leave it, but I'll just touch on this note is that you just gotta differentiate the two different types of trips is which is one is info trips and one is kill trips, right? I'm personally a cipher where I pretty much use almost always info trips. I'd rather them have to break it to know that they're inside than rather putting kill trips where they can kind of walk into sight and I don't know. I'm just that type of player. I'm super sensitive to space. I don't like people getting lurked on me. Why do you think I don't like getting people? Why I don't like people lurking on me and like creeping up on me?
Because you don't want to get shot in the back.
Sure, that's one reason, but the main reason is because I'm good at it too. I understand what kind of chaos it causes, right? You're a lurker. You understand what it's like when you kill 3 people in their spawn. They're going crazy in their brain. Oh my god, this guy's in here already. What the fuck? And I'm sure you've experienced that too, where you face a good lurker. You're like, how the fuck is this guy just dismantling our team? This one guy, right? It causes chaos. I know what kind of problems it causes. That's why I don't like when people, especially when there's lurkers on the enemy team, like rat type players. Do you know what I do? I literally type in all chat, this guy's a rat, he's gonna lurk every round. Guys, hard anchor. And then my teammate's like, you know you're typing in all chat, right? I'm like, yes, I know. If I tell him then that, it there's a mental game there where it's a mental trap where he has to decide whether to um, you know, keep doing it or not do it at all, right? And if he does it, I'm waiting for him, right? I'm getting a little bit carried away, but that's kind of why I don't like kill traps because they're not always used as well. I'd rather info traps. I'd rather information and like them having to use utility or coming close to break trips where I know. Rather than kill trips, but just remember that. Okay, so let's move on. Movement positioning. He plays with team pretty well on attack. I think on attack you play pretty well. Would like you to lurk a little bit more, gather info a little bit more. Understand. With that information, know where to go, where the weak side is, where they're rotating, the flow of the round, stuff like that. Okay. Next thing is game sense mental game. He's pretty aware of the minimap. You're pretty aware of the minimap. Like you're talking about, you're starting to look at it. I need it more aware. I need it super hyper sensitive. I don't want you to be a player where you're only calling things around you. I need you to be the player where you're calling things across the map, stuff like that. That's what I do. That's what everyone. You don't know how many times I've called across the map. I'm like, yo, he's behind you. He's right here. He's right here. And I'm not even on site. Like, how the fuck did you know? How do you know that? It's just like, I'm looking at the minimap. I can see. Okay, so that's that. But I will send you these notes as well. And I'll write some more notes most likely for these upcoming. So go ahead and Q. We'll get into it. But any questions on what we talked about so far? I think these are very important that you understand. That's why I was stuck on these a little bit. In terms of your role,
No questions.
in terms of the game. Okay. So let's try to focus on a couple of these things for this next game. Let's try to identify. Okay. Let's use this process, the protocol I taught you, the 4 steps, and then make plans. And then also, I would like you to work on lurking a little bit more and then accounting for their setup. I'll ask you some hard questions, stuff like that. Try your best to answer it as quickly as you can so we can save time in between rounds.
Oh man.
Instalock Cipher.
Ooh,
Interesting.
okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Dang, I don't know what to play.
I mean, you could dodge if you really wanted to. It's up to you, though.
Nah, I'm gonna lose 3 RR again.
True.
Delta list initiator when he smokes. Okay, I can run that. Brim. Too many entrances for fracture. It's just kind of Brim has 3 smokes.
What did you say? Sorry.
There are too many entrances for fracture
Mhm.
for defenders to come through. So 3 smokes is like the best play.
Brim is very strong on this map.
Promise I'll get him. Might take down a city block along the way, but hey, a win's a win.
How many are these what are these called again?
The flexes?
The flexes, yeah. Bro, I have not used it one time since it came out. They come out with a lot of them, or is there only like 2 right now?
I think there's 4, and you get 1 for free. It's a cell phone.
Yeah,
And then I think 1 was in a bundle, and the other 2, like this
Battle
one and then
Pass?
the snowflake, were yeah, battle pass. Yeah.
I see. They're probably going B. Oh, the door open. What?
Last player
Oh, okay.
Wait, you're lagging a bit. Wait, I think you can you pull down the quality? Just put it at 720 30 FPS is enough, or 60 FPS, up to you. I think it's just too. I don't know why it's lagging. Could be my internet, maybe.
Wait, how do I do that?
You can just stop the stream and put it back on.
Okay. Stream.
Yep,
Oh,
that's better. So I can see.
spike planted. Last player standing.
what's the play here? Dodge the spike.
Let's try. All good. Eco. Okay, so what have we picked up on this last 2 rounds? What have they done?
No one beats my firepower.
They usually flood sites.
Yep. So
Yeah.
they started B twice. Store that info. We might not use it next round, or this round, but just store it. They've been B twice, and one time they ran it in. The first round they ran B, and then they ended on A. Okay, let's store this info.
Hey, come on. There you go.
So you could take space here. Come tight on the left wall. Good. So they're coming out B, so we might have to start speeding this up a little bit. Just clear your corners. Not out. So you could even go under here. Just walk. And then tell them what you see. Nothing arcade, guys.
Nothing arcade.
Nice. You could even take the ropes. Oh.
Launching smoke. Right here.
Spike planted.
Beacon down.
So there's one on site. Good. He's dead.
Smoke
Good.
down.
You have Molly as well. You can Molly main. Just get on the bomb.
One's out. One's out.
Oh.
On site. On site. Last one's in. Not sure.
Unlucky. Yeah, probably gotta just smoke Molly quick, cross, get on bomb. Pretty much that's it. Also, once you kill the Reyna, right? I think you should commit going under. Probably would, or stay there. You probably would have killed one more. With the aim you have,
Yeah.
I think you kill one more there. But you see the power of taking space, right?
Yep.
You got one
I
good
mean,
kill. Yep. It's all good though. So what we can identify is that they start B, but they're playing slow. Like they just kind of feeling it out. They're playing really safe. They're not executing hard.
That's ready.
Call what you see. Keep walking.
Nothing dropped.
Just make sure you clear your corners every time. Keep
I
going,
really
keep
feel
going.
like they can rotate.
No, just keep going, keep going.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
okay, your whole team's dead. Shit is crazy. I think this guy's smurfing or something.
Spike planted.
Oh hell nah.
Smoke down.
Let's try.
Okay. So I whiffed.
Yep.
It's all good.
Gotta kill the Sova. All good. It was safe. Decent round. It's good.
Yeah. It's a mental game. It's a mental game.
It is, it is. They've picked up that you're a rat, so you know you don't have to take space every time now. Just condition
Yeah.
them. So one B main, one A main. What does that mean?
Split your
They're
default.
defaulting. Just make sure you watch behind you, okay? They got site covered. Smoke for him.
Launching smoke.
On site.
Can even ult him. It's a fake.
Launching smoke.
You're out.
Dim beacon here.
Enemy spotted B.
Reloading.
Open up the
Nice.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Smoke's down.
There's an op.
Nice sure.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk with our team a little bit. Okay, I know they're not listening or whatever. They're not talking. They probably are listening though. Create some plans. Maybe you can start towards B as well. Leave A. That's a duelist fight
I'm
for
trying
A.
to think.
Yeah, sure. Figure it out.
What can we do here? See, the thing is, we don't have like any pop flashes. We only have Rain over
Sure,
here, so we
yeah.
can't like fight for main or anything.
I mean, you could try stuff like that.
And then Jet has an op, so it makes it even harder.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait, am I tripping?
That looked like it was on his head.
One
yeah.
arcade. I thought it was on his head.
Yeah. So how are they playing so far? This round. After this round. What are they doing?
So they're playing for picks. They're playing for somebody to push up.
Yes, yes. They're
And,
heavy default, bro.
Hmm.
They're switching it up a little bit.
There's 3 to 4 aiming.
Oh, Cypher's dead.
Spike down A.
Cage triggered.
Sova is missing. I think he's up spawn.
30 seconds left.
Drop.
Nice.
Last team man. Same.
Last player standing.
Oh.
Wow, 50.
That's insane. Where's this one then?
10 seconds left.
What the?
Wait, he made a step, no? Oh, good. Nice round.
Good job. Okay. So
Okay. So, good flank by Cypher. You gotta kill the Sova there. That's pretty much it.
I do.
That's it. You
You
kill the
could.
Sova, the map is more open. Like, you open up the map a little bit more for your team. All good though, happens.
I think I swear that was on his head. Maybe it wasn't, but
It could have been a latency issue. It kind of looked like latency, to be honest to me, but. Cause you did shoot at him first. That's the thing.
Get out of my way.
one arcade.
So
Maybe.
why did we die there?
Why did we die?
In terms of positioning. What was your position?
Rainer, you're alone.
Last player standing.
I think I was holding too tight of an angle, so that like if I did hit the shot, it was kind of like
Look where you died. Tell me what you think about where you died.
Spike
On the
planted.
main Is there any terrain that can help cover you?
Dreams are a funny thing. One little twist.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said, is there any terrain that can cover you on arcade?
Well, if I pushed up a little bit further.
We're out in the open is what I'm trying to hear.
Yeah.
Is the answer
Okay.
I want. You're out in the open, just kind of like, right? You're smokes, bro. Play Gen, play Canteen, play on tower, in tower, stuff like that. Work on our positioning. Think about it a bit more.
One satellite.
Tell them they're out.
Spike down.
They're
A.
out. They're out. They're backing up.
They're probably up sands. Probably coming one spawn. Yeah, he
Okay.
was. Right? How can we identify he was coming behind us? How did I know? I'm not cheating.
Player
How-
standing.
Can you identify? What indicator told us he was there?
The door opening, I would
Sure.
say.
When the door opened, and did you hear anything else?
Probably he probably TP'd up there.
The
if I had to bet.
I heard the Omen TP. Okay, while you were sitting in the smoke. So that means two things. He's either out on site or he's up tower. And when you're looking at site and there's nothing there, where else can it be?
Up tower.
Up tower. And that's where it was. He was behind you, rapping. And that's the feelings I was getting to. I was like, fuck, I think this Omen's behind you. That's why I told you to look behind. Alright, so I was accounting for space, thinking a little bit. I didn't try to identify where he could be.
Either be drop. No, they're two B main.
Launching smoke.
One's arcade, up arcade, in tower.
Cypher, play with me. Reina hit 147.
They're on.
Spike planted.
Headshot.
Nice.
What's with me whiffing on Sova?
Oh,
142 Sova, Jin.
I think you gotta kill this over there.
Oh,
Also, your crosshair placement is always on the wall. You gotta put your crosshair where they're gonna come from. So, beside the wall, the corner. Right, you're walking, rounding corner. Yeah, like that. You're rounding the corner with the crosshair in the wall. You gotta have it on the edge where they're gonna walk out. Okay. Focus on that a little bit.
okay.
I think you have really nice aim. You just gotta clean it up a little bit in terms of crosshair placement. That's much it.
142, that hurts.
Yeah, it does
It
hurt.
hurts.
Should have killed him. One tap. One. Like, tap him in the head and then one body shot. He's dead. What? Keep the crosshair on the corner. On the corner. You're on the wall. Because you're looking at the wall. You're looking at the corner. Gotta put your crosshair there. Again, right? Keeps going in the wall. Stop letting it in the wall.
I saw you, Cypher.
Like that. Good.
Infinity get here. Smoke's
You can
down.
get ult here.
Spike
Okay,
planted.
never mind. Too late. Tell them I have a flank.
Sova's
All good.
tower. 2 tower.
So communicate a little bit,
Remaining.
alright? You have a flank. Tell them I have a flank.
Where's
Wait.
Omen?
Last player standing.
What the hell?
Oh.
Okay, I do like
I'm
it.
such an idiot, right?
I do like it.
Look your enemy in the eye.
Right, guys?
It helps with the
Try to make a plan. Say, hey guys,
Okay.
let's put this guy here, this guy here. It's not working. Try it.
What can we do?
Anything.
Reina, can me and you fight A, man?
Good.
We got something going here. A little something.
No prisoners.
That's a bad idea. But okay. Got this.
Okay, you have smokes.
Launching smoke.
Ooh.
Why did he? It's okay. It's okay. That was actually good. That was
Yeah,
good.
it was really well played.
Good.
You guys killed
Vice
three.
is A main.
Oh, you guys killed two actually.
One enemy remaining.
Last one, there as well. Good. Good job.
That's good.
Did it work?
Yes.
Good. okay. Even though you may not have
Last
identified
round before the
like
switch.
off the information, there wasn't too much. Like they're kind of just defaulting, but you made a plan and it worked at least, right? So that's the power of
Yeah.
it. Not that it will always work, but you know, you'll get it to a point where it always works when you can identify exactly what they do individually and as a team, and then make a plan like that. But you know, this way is all right too. Just try something out, right? Try to figure it out. So this would have been the adjusting. You try to adjust. You're like, hey, what can we do? Okay, it works. So let's keep doing it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Rice World, thanks for the follow, man.
Let's take
Appreciate it.
session.
Beacon down.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Let's clear your corner.
We have spike.
Clear your corner.
Take it.
One enemy remaining.
Last one is Arcade. Oh no,
Whoa. He's main. He's main.
he was Arcade.
Player standing.
No.
That's bad. That's bad on my part. Like, I
It's
don't know
fine,
why
it's
I'm
fine.
pulling my knife out.
You try to go for it.
Confidence, confidence.
To his left. To his left. Wait, what? Get away.
Oh,
Oh, he left. He's in spawn.
can't pull my knife out there.
Spike planted.
Super winnable.
Good shit.
Let's get
Hey, up
pistol
top.
and let's win. Oh, your stream's still in 1400. No wonder
Is it
it's
lagging for you?
Yeah, it's lagging. It's all good. It's all good. We'll deal with it.
Switching sides.
The symphony of death.
Alright. Okay. What's the plan?
Call something.
Can we contact the B? So keep it silent until somebody spots us and just explode on site.
Great. Love it.
Because I know if they have an ego, it's gonna be Jet or Reyna peeking it, and I know Jet has an ego, so it's gonna be like she's either gonna peek main, she's gonna peek something.
Sure.
Something.
Good identification. Probably will. Oh,
What a
look at that.
surprise!
She peeked.
Dim beacon down.
So let's start smoking. Get out.
I just got satchel.
Yeah, I love that.
Tower.
Player standing.
Okay. So
I think
I
you
got
could
it. Like-
rotate it as well, I think, but that's fine. So what's their setup? Who was where?
so Vice was set up there.
B.
Jet peeked main.
Vice was B. He killed you.
Vice was B, yeah. Okay, so Vice B. Jet peeked out B.
Yep. And then Sova and Omen were there.
That's,
So they
yeah,
stacked it for some reason.
it's a little weird.
Yeah. So
It's
we'll
all
figure
good.
out what they're doing this round. Yo, Green, what's up, bro? Wait, am I lagging?
Stay focused.
Hmm. Okay.
Fully smoked. Dim beacon.
Fuck, I forgot about Vice. This fucking little ah. We're rolled off,
For the first session, it's assessment session, so it's about
Let's just rotate.
2 to 4 hours, and it's $30. And then after sessions after are $20 for 2 to 3 hours. First session, I watch you play one game, I write notes, and then we deep dive. We go into custom and go through all the rounds and notes. And then second session onward, I watch you play 2 to 4 games, really depends. And then we bounce ideas, we talk, stuff like that. You saw him spawn. You saw him to your right, okay?
Okay.
Last player
He's
He
holding.
was waiting because he saw you go up. While you're going up the box, I saw him. Just ready.
Alright, this is definitely. It's still winnable. Like we can
Nice.
still
How
do
did it
it.
go?
It's
Yeah.
just
How did it go, Green? Yep, super winnable still.
wait, hold on.
Drink some water.
Can we go arcade?
Mags, and let's get back
Because
out.
Vice is seeming like she's
Yeah.
putting up Yuto there. She has her wall and Thorns there. So there's gonna be like one person watching there, and she probably won't have Thorns, so we could flood on.
Sure. Let's try it out. Just call your team though. Tell your team.
Can we get one more arcade? Keep one.
Got you.
Thank you, bro. You guys go slow beam in.
Chill, chill.
Spike down B.
She's a 75.
Tell them. Wait.
I have a
have
flank. There's one on site. He's gonna be holding you. Chill.
Enemy remaining.
Call him. Right, you gotta tell him. Last one there, you saw him.
Okay.
They want to dance?
Let's work on our
Scream.
communication a bit. I know they're not talking to you, but try. Just try. Communicate. Be a pro. That's what pros do. They call everything. You have really nice aim, though. Yep.
Let's see. Omen. Bias.
So let's go A. They're stacking towards
Let's
B.
go A. They're gonna stack towards B this one. Let's go A, come on.
Enemy spotted A.
You could even... If you guys gotta go, you gotta have to go now.
So.
Nice. Clear the site. Site clear. Tell them it's clear.
Side clear, side clear.
Gotta get it in a habit of this. Just tuck in a corner. Stay in a corner, bro. Stay in a corner. Don't move. Let's not throw like that Cypher around when you played Cypher here.
Okay.
120 Omen.
And Molly as well. Spawn.
One enemy remaining.
Call it.
Spawn. Oh hell no! Drop it! Oh hell no, man!
Okay, so there. Gotta call it. He's last one. Say with a little confidence. Last one. Spawn, guys. Omen spawn. Right? It's important that everybody knows. But you're like spawn. What does that mean? Is that tower? Is that in the spawn? Where? Right. Last one. In their spawn. It's important that we can pinpoint all
Yo, man, can I be removed?
5 players.
Need a drop.
Okay, so we'll split push.
Get out of my way.
Let's show. Back up.
Reloading.
Sorry if you can get 1 or 2. God damn it. Rotate.
Launching smoke.
Let's clear the site.
Planet.
Fuck.
Last player standing.
Let's try. So there, probably would stay on site. Let the Reyna hold your cross, stuff like that. Also, clear the site a little bit better. Just plan it. You don't know if somebody's there or not, right?
Yeah.
It's important. It's about being vigilant. Let's try to make a plan. Let's try
Don't
something.
give up, guys.
Kind of stacked to be that
Gotta
round.
gotta force, because it's last round. They're on match point. Gotta just buy anything we can.
Can I get a let's go team?
Let's go, team.
I don't want to do that shit.
Do it, bro.
Oh wait, what the fuck?
Stream's
Dude, what
paused.
Okay.
Hey, Brim.
What's
Can I
up?
get a let's go team?
Let's go, team.
Yeah, that's what we need. Come on.
This is.
We can win this.
Yep, we can win it. Let's
Look,
go.
Jet gone. Jet gone.
Who gives a fuck about Jet? We got this.
You can get ult too.
One's close right.
Okay, leave. Go away.
Let's
Go
show.
away.
Alright, we rotate.
Go away,
by
go
the
away,
same
go away.
neighbor.
We
Get
have-
the orb.
we have
Get the orb.
space on
Get the
there.
orb. Get the orb. Oh. Oops.
Shoot me at that
Rainer, you
point.
spike. Come back.
I mean,
I got you. I got
Okay.
you covered.
I think you should have took that orb early on. As soon as you went up. Okay.
Wow.
so are you trolling?
He's hacking.
He's hacking. Go, okay. Oh. Unfortunate. Oh. Okay.
You're locked. You're locked. That's it. That's all you needed.
Okay.
You're on
He
the
knows where they are.
ball.
I think that's it.
Big brain. Humongous. Oh. Oh.
Nice.
You got one more in, bud.
120,
You got one more in.
120.
You can do it.
30 seconds left.
Careful behind these boxes right here. Okay. Please forgive me. Let it be.
His cages.
I have retrieved the spike.
I think he's on
This is-
B arcade. I think.
10 seconds left.
Think? I
We'll see.
don't
We'll
know.
see. We'll see.
I think if I was him, I would have like played for that and ulted him.
Look at it. Look at his crosshair placement. It's on the ground. Oh wait, he wasn't 120.
nice
They
try.
lied.
He wasn't 120.
He
Who
wasn't
lied?
Huh?
He wasn't 120. Who lied
I
to
didn't
that
say
man?
120. I said
This-
he's hacking.
Somebody said 120, but it's still good though. GG's.
I was like, what? He's hacking.
Okay, so let's try to think. What could we do better in that game? Just you personally think about it. There's no right
What
or
can
wrong
I do
answer.
better?
Yeah, there's no right or wrong answer. Just overall in
think-
that game, what do you think your mistakes were, or you know?
So
you-
I think one of the things that happened
Okay.
was the fact that I didn't account for what Sova was doing when
Right.
he was on attack.
Yep,
He was riding a bunch,
Yep.
and I never accounted for it. I was
Sure.
always just there.
What else?
Could have made more plans because when I made plans, we won.
Yeah, when you
Could've
made
made more
plans, you won. So let's try to focus on this next game. What else?
I do feel like I was a little lackluster on the focus department. That's just my feel of things.
Sure.
I think I wasn't as focused as I should have been.
Sure, that's fine. All good. So, before we start, just turn your stream off and then on, and then put it back. Just lower the quality a little bit because it's lagging on my screen for some reason. I think it's just because it's such high quality. I don't know if it's me or the server or whatever. And I think it's because I'm streaming as well, so it's like super texting. Yeah, just put it at 720, 30 FPS is fine. Yep, that's good.
Wait, okay, so where's that? Oh yeah, wait. All right, I think we should be.
Yeah, just turn it back on.
I think I should be better.
Yep, that's good.
Possibly.
Yep, way better. Okay, let's go ahead and queue. Let's focus on those things for this game. Work on our identification a little bit better still. And then try to play Cypher, obviously. Try to insta-lock that shit. Your Cypher was terrible.
They were 1-5 on the first
Yeah,
6 rounds. It
he was
bad.
just like non-existent as a Cypher, right?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
This is a nice Vandal.
Yeah, I wanted. It's fire.
I just bought the Avori Dreamwing.
That was good. That was really good.
Prelude.
Mage Punk underrated.
I don't know about that one, bro.
It's fire.
No,
Like just the
bro.
killer image.
No, man. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
What about this?
That one looks pretty cool. It looks. I just don't like that it's a basic model, but the like painting or whatever is pretty good. The skin is it's not bad. This one's nice too, in terms of sound. I like how it sounds, but the way it looks is like,
Uh,
The
you know, I
white one
kind
is probably alright. Yep.
of like the way it's all right, but the kill animation it's just so good.
I like the sound. It's like bloop bloop bloop.
I hate this skin like with a passion.
This skin is terrible. I like the icon. It's like an ape.
Match found.
Yeah,
It's like a Wukong.
feels like it has a lot of recoil to it.
True. Okay, this game, let's focus on those stuff. Let's try to identify, make plans better, and then account for space. Try to figure out individually what people are doing. Stuff like that. Let's try to lurk more now because you're on Cypher. Last game you couldn't because you're on Brim.
I believe. Harbor. We need the harbor. Oh yeah.
What the hell? Harbor Ed Viper? Dude,
No, you can fake.
I actually think your aim is really nice, bro. Just gotta keep working on it. Are you doing callbacks or aim labs or anything like that?
I can show you what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's not either. It's like a Steel Series thing. It's yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Like a Steel Series aim trainer?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that
Uh-huh.
called?
Here, let me see if I can.
I'll Google it, don't worry. 3D aim trainer?
Yeah.
That's this one? Huh. Oh, it is an aim trainer.
Yeah. I really only do Tower Frenzy though. Oh,
Only do
let
what?
me do-
It's called Tyler
the
Frenzy?
yeah, Tower Frenzy. It's just like flick. It's like that one bubbles thing on Aim Labs, where you just flick around and hit the bubbles as they pop up.
Let's see. Interesting. I'll give this a try. I didn't even know they had one. One.
It was just the only one I could do without downloading anything. You know, it's kind of
Interesting.
Stays hidden from me. Nothing.
interesting. Never thought I'd see that in the game,
What?
but a bronze 3 and a gold 3, the same one.
Yeah, the matchmaking is a little bit dumb in this game. Like me, I feel like if you can't queue with them like in a party to rank up, they shouldn't be in your lobby, right? Because it's
Yeah.
a full rank, right? So then, like, why is a bronze in a gold lobby if I can't queue with him? It makes no sense to me. But hey, that's right. Nothing makes
Yeah.
sense. They need to change the queue system matchmaking a little bit. In my eyes, I think there should be a strict solo queue. So there's no parties involved and stuff like that. Duos and trios.
That would make sense. That's a good idea.
Yeah. But you know, it's right. They don't care. Game is dying.
Back
so...
in my
Yeah, go ahead.
day, I
Yep.
used to main Yoru, so
You used to play Yoru?
I used to main Yoru. Yeah.
Oh, main.
Pretty-
Cool.
Pretty good.
So
with
when did you get to Sentinel?
Sentinel.
Mhm.
So I started episode 5. I was in Iron 3.
Okay.
Got up to bronze 1. Quit. Came back at episode 8. I got carried by Cypher because Cypher was really good in episode 8.
Yep.
And the map rotation was just like insane for him.
Mhm.
And I like that just kind of pushed me on to gold 2. I didn't stay there for long, but yeah. So I've hit gold too, like 3 times in this act, but I've just not been able to stay there.
Right. And we will. We'll be able to climb. It's just you gotta focus on the more, you know, advanced stuff that will help you win. It's not about getting kills that sets you up to win the game, you know? It's really
Yeah.
the mind, how you plan, how you can identify, getting ahead of the enemy every round. And I know it seems like a lot or I'm repeating myself, but that's really all Valorant is. It's very simple in that way. It's just all about executing properly. Holy shit, we cannot get a game right now.
What the? We kind okay. How's that fair though? Like to be,
No,
I don't
no
know.
idea.
That's just kind of it's interesting. But
So that's all you do for aim training? Like you don't do any range stuff or anything?
I do. What was it? It was like so. You did. I started. I actually never touched the range before I started watching the VODs that you did.
Really?
Yeah, I never
Okay.
touched
But
the
then
range, but yeah.
yeah, so you do the like routine that I show people or
The only thing I really just do medium bots, and then you were like, look at their head, and then your
right,
your
yeah,
crosshair will follow.
yeah, you're doing the magnetic aim thing I talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's really good. Are you doing that every day?
Mhm. Yeah.
Good. Do that. Keep doing that one. Because if you're doing it properly, maybe that's why your aim looks so good. Because you're doing the one I told you told most of my students to do.
I tried hard though, couldn't get one. Let me
Yeah,
tell you,
that's
that's
why.
difficult.
See, that's why you probably heard me say it in the VOD too. Like, don't do hard until you master it. Easy and medium, right? Because,
Yeah.
bro, you're not gonna be able to hit it. I do them on hard. I still get about 20 when I do that technique, around 15 to 20. But you gotta master easy and medium first. You gotta be able to do 30, pretty much both times. On easy
And I
and medium. Yep. Go ahead.
also did the one. It was like it was behind the wall,
Mhm.
like, and you swing out,
And,
you stop, and then you
part
adjust. Yeah.
part two of the movement of dead zoning. Dead zoning plus the wall peak plus the aim adjustment thing. Good.
Yeah.
Keep it up. I would definitely suggest you do Kovacs though as well. Is what I would suggest. You don't have to, but I really would suggest it because that will bring your aim to another level where you can 1v4 people, 1v3 people, stuff like that.
Yeah. I saw that so you did it was like a EU Immortal.
Mm-hmm.
And they go that was hilarious. They were fighting so much.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
hilarious.
when I streamed it like late night.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, that shit was hilarious. So Evan and 50, right?
Yeah. It was hilarious.
They did it a second time actually the other day. I didn't stream it this time. And it was like not long ago, like 3 days, 4 days ago, and Evan actually lost. The NA lost. But it was funny because we're like, Evan's our gladiator, and like, he's our representative for NA for any 1v1s. We were dying, bro.
I think there's definitely a clear NA diff. Like I don't
100%, bro. Bro, that guy kept saying EU clears, and he lost to a gold player, like, and he's immortal. Like, how does that happen?
let's see here if I can find a little some actually no. We're gonna save that. We're gonna save it. Just gonna put a basic one for right now.
Alright.
Just chill out.
So always tell them what you see or hear. Okay.
Nothing gay man so far.
Good. I like the way you communicated there. Good. Now he's pinging art. Probably coming out art.
Drone came mid.
Drone came mid. 2 art. Call it.
Smoke say 2 art.
Good.
And neon hold mid.
Get on your cam maybe. Call it.
3 and
Good.
they're on.
Good.
One's flower, one flower, one flower. Gecko, watch behind you. Gecko, watch behind you.
This Clover's looking too.
One enemy remaining.
Yours, Thinks 105.
Nice. Slap.
ITP.
Yeah, he TP'd. When you clear flower for that long, and he's not there, probably TP'd. Good round.
Dang, I tagged some people. Alright, where's that? There we go.
This goes here. Yes, this should do.
Wall bangable. Wall bangable.
Yep. Set up your cages.
That goes there. Ah, this goes here.
Tell them what you see or hear.
Nothing game main.
Good.
Not gonna
So,
rotate.
so here art is open, right? So tell them could be art, guys.
Careful art to make an entry.
Look at that. Look at that.
One enemy remaining.
Am I
Harvard's in
cheating?
there.
I'm not cheating. Nice try.
He's on art. Ah.
See
Oh,
how
man.
you see how I count for space, right? You're watching A
Yeah.
main, but art is open. So we just talking possibilities. Could be art, guys, and then you start walking there and got one kill, right? Good.
Yep.
You could even start art, stay art, and have your cam there, where you can look art with your body, then come back to your cam quickly, vice versa, like quickly, like you're watching art and main with a cam and yourself, right? So
Should I? Okay. Can I put a trip art, or do I just need to put both on site?
it's fully up to you. However you'd like to play. You can put one on art, yeah. You can put both on your site and then play art with the cam. It could be really creative. So it looks like B.
2 up wing.
Good. Ooh.
Huh.
Okay, why did we die in that fight? Very simple.
I think I didn't gather myself. I think it was more of like
Yes,
a.
you panicked.
I kept going. Careful, from spawn.
You're
push,
you're
making that thing.
panics shooting him, right? Good flash
Yeah.
dodge.
Spike
Okay,
planted.
most gold players can't dodge flashes. You've dodged it, good. Okay, but you gotta kill him. Calm, like
Yeah.
you said, gather yourself. Calm down. Work on that technique you've seen me teach. Look at his head, right? You look at his hand, the hand will follow.
That's right.
Calm down and add a little movement. You're kind of standing still a little bit,
Okay.
like at the same spot. Swing wide, swing left, crouch, stuff like that. Switch it up. Throw him off. Because I believe you could have killed him.
I do believe I could have killed him too.
What the fuck? Yo, you are fucked. Man. What the fuck, man?
That goes there.
Yeah, it's gold right there.
Yep. Peak gold.
This is a nice spot.
Set up your traps too. Your cages, sorry.
Two mid.
2 mid. 3
Three
mid.
mid, 3 mid.
Good.
I'm trying to flash for you, Neon.
So you should stay art A. Okay, tell them. I got art and A main, guys.
I got our name in.
Good. So they can just deal with everything
Spike
else.
down mid.
Probably down mid, probably, I would assume.
Go for it.
Nice. Art.
You came out art.
Back to the bubble.
I think it's your left.
There's 2 art possibly.
What the fuck? Like, watch the link. Look at link.
30 seconds left.
Hey,
Spike
We got spike down.
A.
Last one's there too. Ah, shit.
114. She's
Has to go away. Has to.
So low. We gotta go.
10 seconds left.
Nice, Law. Good round. Good anchor. I think you could have instantly deleted the clove and the sage, but that's pretty much it. Good round. Like the setup. It's working. So might as well just keep doing it. One trip main. That trip main is not as good to me because people can timing you if you're not on cam. But yeah. Other than that, I think the setup's not bad.
I should have played Vice. Smoke's A. They're pushing A.
Spike down.
Do it to him. No one kill anyone.
Tell them bomb down.
I'm doing it. I need it.
He's right here.
Holy fuck!
No.
No!
That was nice.
I gotta clip. I need the clip. I need the clip.
I would have saved the ult, to be honest. But
Bro,
oh,
why is
okay.
my instant replay never on? Oh, it's in the bot. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can get the Twitch clip.
Damn,
That
that's
was
kinda
nice.
crazy.
Though. That was nice. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Get your trips up. Get your trips up.
Instant deletion.
Instant deletions. Yep, that was good. I liked it. Liked how you played it.
That goes there.
Just set up your cages though. You have a habit of not putting up your cages.
What is that? 3, 4.
Spike down. B.
To your right.
Hey, when they run at him, Cyber.
Nice. I liked how you played that.
He's gonna be holding it, so you can't. You don't really need it. You couldn't beat that.
Mhm.
Kinda.
I would have probably left too, but oh, good, you killed him. Just get in a habit of putting your cages where your ships are, so that way you can activate when they're running down. It deters them. They're not gonna run in when you put your cages up. They know there's a trip there, stuff like that. Even if there's not a trip there and you put your cages up, they get scared. They feel like there's a trip there.
I can wallbang this with the Vandal, right? Smokes it.
Yep.
It's only club I see. No, that's too.
Tell them not out.
Art.
Spike down. A.
Nice try. Good dodge, good kill. You should tell them bomb down though. What the fuck?
Art, 2 on site. 2 on site and Art. Oh, he's kinda.
Wait.
What is going on?
Wait, he has
I
to-
mean, like,
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man.
yeah, he has time. Good job.
Spike planted.
Let the clove reads him like a book. Knows he's there.
Wait, the clove.
One
Yeah, I was like, she's dying, right? Like, why is she not dying? It takes so long. He's probably dug out.
Dug out. He sat there last time. Be
Yep,
careful.
that's why I'm saying it's dug out, probably. Okay,
I picked up on that too. Hey,
Good.
a little bit later than you, but
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's got wingman. What?
what am I watching? No, please, for the love of God. Pull out the classic! Holy shit!
Pretty sure he was dug out. He probably, or backside. He's repositioned slightly.
Your flashes are easy to dodge, to be fair. Like, I'm not gonna.
Honestly,
Phoenix
what's your
flashes?
sense? What's your sense?
0.2.
800? 1600? Oh,
Yeah.
bro, we're on the same sense. That's so weird. So freaky. I'm on 1600.2 as well. But I go back and forth from 800.4 or 1600.2, but we're the same EDPI. I'm on 1600.2 myself right now though. So that's pretty cool, pretty crazy.
I was just like, I can really copy pro settings to be honest,
True.
and see what feels good to me.
Right, that's fine. We're on Psalms' EDPI. So tell them I have a flank.
I have a flank. Chill.
Just wait, just walk. Yeah, keep walking. Go, come in.
Oh, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck was that? Oh, hell nah.
One to your left, I think maybe.
Chill.
Enemy remaining.
Someone's there.
That India. Yeah. Woo.
Let's go.
Got
Good
it.
flank. Slight
No, I wanted champions.
Slight hesitation, but you know how you went from above, like when you were in B main, you wanted to go right side. You gotta go down the stairs immediately.
Okay.
Because you wanted to peek
Yeah, because like I'm not
first.
gonna have a good angle.
Yeah,
Like,
well, it's just because you have to come back down anyways. Because if you
yeah.
come down from there, you gotta make noise. That's why I would just silently come down the stairs immediately. Because I know you want to peek, but just walk down. You know there's 3 there.
Smoke, sir.
Yo, December Wagwan. Bro, I'm like laying back and coaching, bro. I'm
Apart.
fucking dead today. But you have all.
Yo, my Q button's not working. My Q button. What the
It's
fuck?
on X. Oh, your Q?
Yeah. I can't place cages. Oh, kind of. Bro, this is what a wooting does for me? Yeah.
Oh, you have a wooding?
Yeah. It's doing this shit to me, though. I don't like it.
What mouse you
Last
using?
one's art. Logitech. Super Light.
Super light? What? V2?
Yeah. G2, yeah.
No, V2 or V1? Version 1 or version 2?
You know, I don't know that, honestly.
Okay. When did you buy it? Recently?
Probably about 2
Physi-
years ago. Year or two ago.
Okay, that's hard. It's hard for me to answer. It could be V1 or V2. A little bit of a difference, but not too crazy.
Is there like different colorways for both, or is it just the same colorways?
Same colors? But you can use 2K. Like
Any
version 1
measure?
is 1K polling, and version 2 can go up to 8K. That's the
Oh, I
only-
have AK. I have AK.
Yeah, that's version 2. He got version 2. I had version 1, but I just switched to Viper V3.
I want to get Tenz's mouse. He's releasing
Probably.
a new one.
The Pulsar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks nice too. But nah, I heard they're not as good. Nice, you've got ult. 2 double door, 1 main.
Two double doors. Oh, he TP'd back. They're gonna rotate.
One's going connector. Careful here, walk to your left. Walk. Tail gonna be here to your left. He knows you're there. To your left. Oh.
What? They're going gay. It's 4. Okay.
Nice try.
It's a little. Nice block, bro.
But you know how I know he's there, right? It's cause like his movement, just his padding, I kind of feel like he's going connector there. He knows you're there because the Clove is calling to his teammates that you're there, right? In art, you killed the Clove.
Yeah. That angle I held on Clove was weird, though.
Yeah, I think you could have killed the tail though.
Yeah, probably could have. I feel like if I play Duelist, I might get some more upside. I don't know that.
I think so too. I think you should try it with your aim. I think you should play Duelist, to be honest. But the downside is when you play Duelist, you put the bad players on the more important roles like controller or sentinel.
Yeah.
So that's the one downside of playing Duelist, because people don't know how to play anything else. Really, they're terrible.
I literally hit every
probably.
other
We'll
button
see
on my
December.
keyboard except for Q. I was trying to hit.
Did you fix it? Is it working?
Yeah, it's working now. I think.
Interesting.
Hopefully,
What wooding are you using?
the
60.
60 HE. Yeah.
Sheesh, your setup's decked out, bro. I'm trying to get a wooding too.
Found my wire.
They're on A.
Check your cam. 3.
Spike planted.
Holy sh. No, they broke it. Yeah. No, I can't do this.
I think you go with him. Go with him. Go with him.
Yours the proactive type. He's gonna be pushing guard, or he's gonna push flower.
Yeah,
Yep.
yep.
Remaining.
Good read.
ETP.
Nice. Good read. Good round.
See,
Last round.
I wasn't thinking he was gonna stop flower though. Like with his team throwing Yuto down like crazy.
Yep.
I wouldn't have thought he would have stopped. I would have thought he would actually push through water, but
I think he had to come back because his whole team died, so he was probably going to make an aggressive play.
Let's see if I can.
It's a good round though. I would like you to kind of communicate though. They're out, you know that. Just tell them. 3 out. 3.
Where are they going? Where are they at?
I don't know what he's saying.
He said, "Where are they at?"
Oh,
he got your back, bro. He got
thank you, Gecko.
You got
Come
your
on,
That was
man.
lurking.
Holy shit.
They're gonna be.
That ult indicates they're going there. Just kind of icing on the cake.
Yep. I don't think they would ult or not go.
I could have killed him. I could have killed Harbor there.
Yep. All good. Good reads, bro. Now you're starting to kind of get used to it, right? Kind of understand it a little bit better.
Switching sides.
Yeah.
It's key. It's key. Keep building upon the skill. This is how you take over games, not with aim, but with our brain, our planning, stuff like that. Obviously, right now it's like working, so it's not much to switch up, right? But you gotta.
Can we go B split push? Can 2 go mid, or 1 come with me mid, and then 3 go B main?
Good. Put a trip for them as well.
Yeah, Neon, can you go mid?
Give them.
I'll go sight with my knife.
Okay. You're solo. It's fine. It's fine. You're solo. He bet.
It's all good. It's all good.
He wants sentry.
I'll just solo work.
We'll
I'll
just
solo
do
work.
1-4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. Just come late.
Wait until they roll.
Yep. I agree. All we have to do is go. So here, just. You saw one more.
I'm whipping. That's just like I gripped my mouse too hard,
It's all good.
and the muscle just kind of like. Careful flank or link.
So there,
Link.
you gotta put your crosshair where they're gonna walk out, right? You're putting your crosshair on the wall. Whoa. Okay, and also, once we kill the tail, what should we have not done?
We should not have showed any hesitation. None. We should have kept going.
Yep. Kept going and or leave. You saw
Yep.
one more there. You don't need to give him that fight. You gave it to him.
Yep.
Just gotta back up.
Hear me out. We all sit and spawn, we act like they're AFK, and then we shoot them there.
Yo, did you just hear that? Did you hear what he
Yeah,
said?
he said stay fake AFK or some shit. Sit in spawn.
Oh god. One art, he's pushing you. Just back on you. I'm good.
That's two. That's two.
We can rotate. Because Harbor is already on his way. Be careful up here, though. Yeah.
It's one to your right.
First comes his A's.
Crosshair placement. Crosshair placement. Right, like that always when you're going around the corner or looking at something. Holy crap. All good, all
The
good.
Spectres, bro.
Hell no.
It's the Spectre, it's the Spectre. Not me. Alright. Okay, so. What have we gathered from this? As Parks would say. What
Yep.
have we gathered?
What have we gathered?
So Harbor and Clove.
Clove.
They're both playing.
Mid.
Yeah, Clove. Yeah, they're both mid.
Harbor's double
One's
door.
doors and one's art.
Good. Harbor's the
Yeah.
double door guy. Clove is the art guy. They're putting Teo on A. What else have we identified?
Is Sage is on B, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yep, she is.
Clove's gonna push up with this.
Good.
Gonna wait for it.
It's gonna see you.
There's no way these motherfuckers. He wastes his drone like that.
It's a good drone. So they're taking space here. That smoke means she's probably top mid. Yep, they're already top mid. Oh.
120 Harbor.
Sure.
Can't whip like that. Oh.
Tell the
Hold on.
TP. Running.
Think what the plan here is. Plant main and let these two dudes play their life.
Nice.
Wait, Kayla. Well, never mind. Did that flash them too?
I think it
That's
flashed the
fine.
kill.
Baby trust.
The Yoru.
Oh my god. Let's see dude here. I don't like this Bioman. He's the only one with health, but he's like that though.
Good run. I like that you're picking this up really quick. This shows me that you have a lot of potential to developing the skill to my level or even higher. Right? You know what they've done mid. They just walk down every single time, these rats. So you could even wait down mid. Come down double window right here, and then come to this cubby on the right side when you walk down these stairs.
Okay. I got a plan in case if they keep walking down, I have a plan for that.
You gotta buy a gun. Oh, you have a sheriff. Look at him, look at him, look at him.
Close art. That's
Put a trip.
hilarious. That's too low.
Yo, what's up, Andrew? So walk down art. Fuck it. Okay. Let's go B. Run B. Cage there.
Let's go B. Come on.
Cage art. I would have done it earlier. It's a little bit too late now. But... Okay, go away. Fuck it.
Go away. Come on, run there.
I think the last one's here. Yep.
Water. They're gonna come flower. There's no way. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna push. Just the chain. Be careful, cautious behind you. She could come through water.
I think she's flower.
That's what I think too, but
I think he would have been
Alright.
dead by now if she came through connector. Unless she's waiting
that's
behind him. Maybe she is behind
I
him.
mean, like trigger this one right there. It could be key.
I think she is behind him. He just cleared flower. Wait, where?
Where is she at?
I'm confused. Oh,
What the? Ooh.
what the fuck? Crazy. Good round.
Wait, no. Wait, did she go? Wait, okay.
Mid
Did
to
she
mid
go
to A
from
main.
flower? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think
She
did
may
the
have done
whole-
that. Maybe. But I don't think so.
Go B. Try.
That just shows me though that they're not confident in themselves. It was a 1v2. They probably got a calm that Neon was low. So that just showed me they're not really confident.
Nope.
They don't think they can do it.
No.
So keep
I'm
trying to
gonna
lock.
lurk through mid.
Yep, keep locking
Oh,
down
you
mid.
deserve to get shot.
So walk down this window and then go right, tight to the right immediately, as fast as you can.
To this little cubby.
Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Walking down. Yep. Immediately, as fast as you can. Right. Boom. And sit here. Hold the off angle. Like that. No. Back up a bit. Yeah. Nice. Alt. Alt.
One's coming link. One's coming link.
Good. One mid,
Yeah,
two
I
side.
knew it.
Good ult. Last one.
Last one's gonna come link. Link. Please don't let this be.
Nice lah. Good. You see why that could be so strong? You can hear them coming out A main and mid. That's why it's strong.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I would have liked you to be backed up a little bit more in that cubby though. You came too close where they can see your gun sometimes. You gotta back up, hold an off angle to that corner.
Okay. Okay, so I do have a question.
Yep.
What do you consider an off angle? Like what's something that you could like how do you create off angles for yourself?
Off angles are kind of created. I can kind of show you after this.
Okay. Because I always struggle with that. Like
Yo,
people say
Evan,
play an
what's up?
off
Pretty
angle.
good. I'm
But
really
I just
dead,
know how to
though.
play it off terrain. I don't really know how to play it any
Yeah.
other thing.
I'll show you how you can create a little bit of off angles in corners, stuff like that.
This one. Yeah, we have cyber chilling.
Cage him off, maybe.
That came from
You have a cam
secret.
too. You have a cam.
One right side.
Hold for neon. She's sticking, sir. Yeah, I was dead.
That's right.
One enemy remaining.
Wow.
Yo, what the?
Captain.
GG's.
That's my captain.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just kind of quickly show you. Let me log in real quick, and then I'll show you how you can kind of create angles well, or off angles.
Oh, I would like to also schedule another session.
Yep, 100%, bro. Do you want the same time, same day of the week? Like today's
Do you have
Monday, so
anything weekend?
huh? Weekend?
Do you have anything on the weekend? Yeah.
So what time zone are you?
Central.
Central. So you're CST. That's 1 hour behind. So it's what 9:30 for you right now? 9:28.
9:28. Yeah.
Okay, so you're 1 hour behind me. What times of the day does it work? Do you want afternoon, evenings? Because on Saturdays I only have late night right now. Sundays. This Sunday I could fit you in a little earlier. Like I have 3 p.m. EST. That's 2 p.m. CST. Does that work on Sunday? The 6th.
2 p.m.
Or it would have to be at 11 p.m. EST, which is 10 p.m. CST. But the session will only be about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It won't be as long.
We can go Saturday. The late session Saturday.
That will be 11 p.m. EST, so that'll be 10 p.m. your time. Is that okay? And you'll end around 12 a.m. That's good? Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Let me just put this down here. 11 p.m.
Do I have to pay before?
No. You can pay right before the session, like anytime before. You don't have to pay right now.
Okay.
Just 1 second here.
You have another session tonight, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But I think he rescheduled actually. Turning.
Okay.
What time is it? 11 p.m.
I was gonna say I was just gonna stay up and watch.
Yeah.
Session.
I might play on stream, maybe. I'm kind of tired. Today I'm not feeling it. I'm really out of it today. Like yesterday I had a long day, bro. These last 2 days prior to this day was really scuffed. Okay, you can stop streaming.
Alright.
will open.
Yeah, they patched my stretch grass, by the way. I would like to
Really?
point that out.
What's up,
Yeah,
Simba?
they like my stretch grass isn't working anymore.
Interesting.
So I
Why?
had to go to native.
Why? Why did they patch it?
Like,
Like
so
how?
when I logged on,
Mhm.
it was like the screen, there was black marks like on the bottom
Yeah.
and on the top, and it wasn't full screen like it should have been. So I don't know what happened to it.
Interesting. What resolution were you using?
I was using here, let me check.
Yeah, they sound
I
alike.
still have it on. So whatever. Jeez, my stuff is messed up. I think it was hmm. Yep. What was it? I think it was 1440 by 180. I think.
1080.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I'm not 100%. I don't know that. I think. Because it kind of.
All right, where were you playing? You were playing Cypher. Just briefly touch on this for you.
Nothing.
You can use this on pretty much any corner, any angles, stuff like that. This is kind of what I do. I'll show you what I do, I guess.
I just struggle playing, like finding an agent to play with. That's like the only thing. Like I like Cypher, but when you have bad duelists, when you have bad duelists, it's kind of like I know I can do better than them.
My ultimate
Right.
is ready.
I mean, a good Cypher though can really take over the game. That's the thing. That's the difference between duelist and thing though. Yep. So, where were we? You were here, mid. Yes, I remember. Here. Okay. You know how you went like this? I was like, oh, Fang, you came up here. I was like, you came up here, and then I was like, off angle, tuck, quick. And then you got up here, and then you were like this, right? You got to be careful on these angles because they can see your gun barrel here, okay? What you need to do, and what most people don't do. So, you know how most people will be like this, right?
Yeah.
In the corner, like waiting. What I do is I slightly play off, right?
Okay.
Not be fully tucked. I'm tucked, but I'm off. Like off the corner where if he believes I'm there, he's probably going like this, right? Like he's gonna swing out like this.
Yeah.
You know, very rarely will they be going like that, especially when they think I'm in this corner. Most good players will clear like this, but you know, generally, most people, especially when they can pinpoint I'm in this corner, will try to go like this when they're close. But what I do is I don't sit here. I sit off, not a little bit off angle, whether it's a little bit like this or like that, whatever you can choose. Right, like this.
Okay.
You can do it on anything, pretty much any type of angle, like here even as well. You know how you come up here to take this fight? Most people will like come up to here, like you know, just stay here, right? Like tucked.
Yeah.
I just come off a little bit slightly off, or even like not maybe to this corner, just not in this corner, just a little bit off like that. Even I'll come up to here, where I'm not behind this, or in the corner, so I'm like off. Right, it's off angle, right? It's very unexpected, and I can see good angle where I can see their gun come out first, etc., etc. Same thing here. Any corner you can use it. Like most people would sit like this. There are times you have to sit like this, right? Where there's like util being thrown and shit. You're mollied off. Like you're not gonna be in it. So there are times you have to tuck. But when the times I don't have to, I'm always a little bit off angled, a little bit like that. But you can do it anywhere. Even here, most people post plant scenario, they'll hold art like that. It can be a little bit off angled, etc., etc. Even like most people probably hold like this. I'll probably be a little bit like that. If I want the cover, I'll be really tight, stuff like that. So you can use that on any. Yep.
I was told not to like hold like really tight angles because if you like miss the shot, the initial shot, it'll end up really bad for you. Is that true?
No, not really. Not in my opinion. I think tight angles are very strong. That's how pros should kill people. They all they need is like this. Pros, right? And they can kill people. Yeah. Radiance. They're very good with that. If anything, it's better because you get layers of protection where you don't have to kill people out like this. right? I don't have to be. I can just kill people like this. Very good at the timing where I can hear them running and or get ready to click quick enough. Stuff like that, right? Like this is a good angle, like a tight angle. Instead of being out here, you have to be out here if you want to take that same angle, right? But also, one thing I'd say is that with tight angles is like you gotta know they're gonna kind of walk out a little bit sometimes, because if they swing wide, you're not gonna be able to kill them all the time, unless you're really quick with your shots, right? So I always usually hold wide. Okay, don't hold close to the corners. You're a little bit close. I'd hold a little bit wider. Also, you when you're doing your corner stuff, you're always like this, bro. You know, like when you're behind the wall. Get used to going like here. You gotta be ready for when they're gonna come out. Don't be like this, ready. Yes, I know they're coming out. You know they're coming this way, but be ready. Hold it here.
It puts me in a position where I have to flick to shoot their
Right,
head.
exactly. You do. When you're like this, you're like you gotta go like this or like that. But when we're here, all we have to do is that's it. Even if you're looking at your main map, talking to your dad, your mom, whatever, and then it just pops up. Oh fuck, he's dead. Right. So that's what I meant by when you're rotating. Make sure it's always head level. And one thing you need to understand is that there's level changes in this game. So if this is head level, right, and I go up this ramp, look where my crosshair goes. I'm not moving it. It goes too high for a moment. So you gotta kind of control it where it's always being head level, even if the level changes are moving. For example, this is head level. If I go down, look where it ends up, right? So I gotta maintain that level. While I'm going down, I'm controlling it, making sure I'm still there, no matter where I go. So one way to get good at this is to really practice you just going around the mini map, the maps, all maps, and just practicing where's head level, around head level, and just keep maintaining it, no matter the level changes.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Okay. But that's how we create off angles, really, is to use a corner and then just play off of it, right? Like that's an off angle. Stuff like that.
Alright.
Right, even here. So most people would probably just stand out here like this. I'm always like here, over here, stuff like that, where they're looking here and then they come out, I see them and they're dead, stuff like that. Okay, but overall, bro, I think you have really good potential to climbing very quickly. Okay, just gotta focus on what we talked about, and you're picking up on it fast. Just focus on the attacking protocol, the identification protocol, sorry, which is identify as a whole the enemy individually, process that information. What does this mean? If this guy's here, this guy's there, then adjust, figure out ways where you can get them to move or try to deal with the problem, find a solution to what's going on, right? Like the first two games for you, like they were just running it down, right? And then we will apply, as in making plans, making sure that my team knows specifically exactly where to go, stuff like that, right? And you got to do this every round, bro. Every round.
Because I've noticed that like every time I make plans, like I'm gonna say like 80% of the time, they're gonna work and they're gonna like. So.
And think about this for now. It's working 80% now, but as you climb, it's gonna diminish a little bit because the players are better, right? What does that mean? We need better plans. So it's really important that you focus on the good plans right now, as in being able to make really good plans now. And that's what I teach all my students. And once you get a hang of this, and I think you're picking up on it pretty quickly, you are even starting to identify things by yourself. Right, you're like, what would Park say in this moment? What would I pick up? You got to do that every time, though, all the time, because it's information, right? And then keep working on taking space, stuff like that. And bro, you're on the way. Just keep practicing your aim, improve it. But now it's not. Aim is not as important. That's something you have to understand. Yes, it'll carry you. Yes, you'll be able to climb, but they'll get to a point where aim is. It's not as important now. It's about brain. It's about our game sense. It's about knowledge, understanding the game in depth. How can we get these guys to move? Understanding pathing. He was last seen here. He can be here, here, or here, like we kind of talked about on some of the maps, right? It's really important that you think more critically. You know, don't just kind of blame your teammates or just be like, oh fuck, I died, and just not know. You gotta know why you died, how you can fix that next time so it doesn't happen. Okay, and then let's kind of get used to lurking a little bit more. I think you're still shying away a little bit. We'll work on this next week. I will force you to kind of lurk more, take space more, and then I'll also keep making you, forcing you to make plans, identify, question you. What can we get away from this moment? What can we get away from this rat type player? Right, stuff like that. And you're picking up on. That's the beauty. You're picking up really quick. You just needed some guidance on knowing what to think about. Right, prior, I'm not sure. You probably were using these things, but you weren't thinking about it. Right, you're subconsciously using them. Right.
Yeah.
Now it's
yeah.
time to actively think about them, process that information, create plans, and execute. Make sure they work. Make sure it makes sense. Right? It's a little bit nerdy, but it's Valorant theory. That's kind of how all games work. There's theory involved, stuff like that. But yeah, just keep up with. So, are you willing to do Kovacs or no, or aim labs or no?
I mean, if you think it's gonna help me, then yeah,
I think it will
I'd
help
do it.
you. Do you have Kovacs? No.
I don't have any of it.
Okay. You do have to pay for Kovacs. It's $10. My students found a link where it's even cheaper. It's like $5-7. If you want it, I can give it to you. But what is it? If you can't afford it, then just use aim labs. I can send you some stuff you can do on aim labs that I used to do that maintained my aim, made it really high level too. So that's that. Do you have any questions or anything like that?
So are you gonna send me a new link, or do you just want me to use the old one to
No,
pay?
yeah.
for
So
the next
I'll
lesson?
send you the new link because that one is obviously more expensive than how sessions will be now, right? You paid 30, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be $20
Yeah.
now. So that's that.
Okay.
So I'll stay at $20 for.
And then.
Yep.
When are you gonna send me the VOD?
I can send you the Twitch file like right now. But the YouTube
Okay.
video probably won't go up for a couple days because I gotta wait for my thumbnail guy to make the thumbnail. But yeah, that's that. I'll send you the VOD like tonight. And then the notes I already sent you. The general notes I did not send you yet. I don't think. Let me see. No, I did not. I will send you the general notes so then you can kind of go back and see what we were talking about today. Overall, I think you're a very good player. You fall into the category where you're balanced. You have aim and brain. Most people fall in the category where they're all aim, no brain. I was in the category where I was all brain, no aim. So I was opposite than
Yeah.
most people, where I had no aim originally when I started this game, because I didn't know how to aim train. I didn't even know what the fuck that was. Even though I did play Counter-Strike 1.6 a long time ago, but I never aim trained. I never took it serious, right?
This
So-
is my first keyboard and mouse game, to
Good.
be honest. Like,
And bro, honestly, bro, I was quite shocked by your aim today. Even though you lost the games, bro, your shots are very nice, clean, right? They're not whiffing all over the place, going around like this. You're just instantly deleting people, right? Remember what I said? I need it all the time, every single time.
Yeah.
And just keep focusing on the magnetic stuff you've watched me teach. Work on that every day. 2 times medium, 2 times easy. If that's too easy, bring it up 4 times each time. Right? Go to hard.
Okay.
But work on the technique. Master the technique. Don't just kill the boss with your crosshair. Look,
Okay.
shoot. Look, shoot. Pinpoint the head with our eyes, then shoot with our hand. Our hand will follow. It's a brain-body connection. But, bro, I think you have a lot of potential. Just keep focusing on some stuff. Let me just summarize this stuff real quick. Let me bring up the notes. Where did it go? So one thing we'll just sum up the session, okay? I need you to work on your crosshair placement as well. This is a big one, where when you're rotating, it's always in a wall, on the ground a little bit. Okay, while you're running, it needs to be head level all the time, everywhere you go. Head level, head level, level,
Okay.
head level. Everywhere I go, everywhere I look, it needs to be head level. Okay. Just keep running around the maps, learning these maps, head levels. And there's also indicators on the map that show you what are head levels. There's lines around the maps. There are boxes, like this box is head level. There's these lines, pretty much, right? Head level. That's probably about head level, right? So you can learn these things as you go around the map and stuff like that. The next thing is, let's work on our unpredictability. You started A every time on Pearl, almost every time, because
Yeah.
it was working. But when it's not working, let's try to switch it up, stuff like that. And then also let's focus on our comms. I think your comms we need to focus on it. Remember how I'm forcing you? What do you see? Like when you're on A on this map, you see 2. I'm like, call it, right? And you're not calling it. You call it when I tell you to call it, but prior you're just staring at 2 people with a cam, right? It's information. That's almost half the team. that we're accounting for. Call it. Call what you see. I keep telling you. Call what you see. Tell them what you see. Especially on fracture, you're walking down. Like, tell them what you see. Nothing.
Yeah, fracture's really important.
Right.
For
Exactly.
comms.
Because it's
Yeah.
in quarters. Right. This map's more in thirds. Mid area, A main area, B main area. Right. But it's just as important. You have to keep that in mind. Call what you see. Especially if it's enemies. That's how you have to think about it. If it's enemies, call it. 2 enemies, 3 enemies, 4. How many you see? Be specific. It's a Sage Omen. Right? Those things matter too. You can process that information. If the Omen is on B and there's like a Sage and a Duelist, they're probably not going A because they need smokes to go in. If they do, they're brain dead. Right? So these things are very important that not only we can account for what the enemy does as a whole and what they do individually, but it's also important to know where they are, how many are where, and not just where they are, but who. So it's important how many, but also who it is. 3, it's Reyna, Jett, this, Reyna, boom, boom, Sage and Omen, stuff like that. It's the lurker, so we can process and identify this type of information, so we can use it and tell it to our team. Alright, so that way they can understand and play accordingly. Yeah, I know they're noobs and stuff, they're unaware, but I want you to be ready when you are playing with good players. That's why I'm trying to be hard on you on this stuff. I want you to be ready. I don't want you I don't want you getting clowned on when you get to Immortal and you cannot communicate. They're like, what is wrong with you? Why are you not speaking? Why are you not telling us what you're seeing? Stuff like that. This is very common, easy stuff. Okay, the next thing is let's take space better. You're starting to do it a bit. You started doing it a bit on Fracture, right? You saw the power in it, right? Even on Pearl,
Yeah.
right? You see the power. It's power, right? It's a playbook. It's a play in our playbook, right? So that's how you have to think about it. You got to be able to do it all the time, a lot of the time, and just flank, kill people, stuff like that. I think you're getting a hang of it because I showed you how to do it correctly one time, and then it becomes easy after that. You got your feet into the water a little bit, right? And then overall, I think just in terms of utility, make sure you're putting your cages down, bro. Yeah, you keep saving them too much. Put them down on crucial areas here, here, here if you wanted. Okay, so that way you condition them to believe that even if there isn't a trap and you just put a cage here, they'll think there's a trip there and they'll play it. So they'll spend utility here as well, stuff like that. Okay, you could even put a cage here, put your trip here, put your trip here, and then once they're about to come, you put they'll start freaking out, and then you have your trips up. They'll start dumping utility here, etc., etc. It'll also deter them. But that's it. Also, I would like you to find different cam spots. What I like to do is not put cams out in the open. Why do you think?
It's easy to shoot.
Easy to kill. So what I do a lot of times is I'll put cams where it's hidden. I can see them coming out, but they cannot actually see the cam and break it, so it stays up, right? Because you know how it is sometimes where they come to a site, they destroy the cam, and they leave because then we don't know anything anymore. And that's why I put these type of cams so I can keep an eye on the site at all times, and they have to come all the way down here to break it. And sometimes I'll even play off that. If they keep trying to break my cam, I'll sit right here and then they break it and just peek that stuff like that. Okay, but kind of get creative, find new stuff. I think you're
okay. I have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
So, do you think it's worth it to put an aggressive cam to get early info if they're just gonna run it down every time?
Maybe not when they're running it down, but if you can get away with keeping this up here, yeah, it's pretty good.
Because like the reason I asked that is because if they're gonna because you're getting destroyed 7-0,
yep,
right? And you need early info so your
Sure.
teammates can rotate fast because they're hitting hard.
Right,
would you do that, or would you just keep your cam?
like this
on
type of
site?
cam?
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
The problem with putting an aggressive cam when you know they're rushing is that it's gonna break. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So you know, I could maybe even put it like over here. Maybe that's what I'll do. Where it's hidden, like that. Right? So then they have to break it. I have a little bit more time. But you know, generally, nah. I probably would try to just kind of keep a cam so I can watch. I can hear stuff and see if they're coming out. But you can. I definitely have done that too before on like C long, stuff like that. Even here, sometimes I'll do it on you know, where I don't want to peek, but I kind of need to get an eye out quickly. You know, I'll do that sometimes, like even here, quickly, so I can see. Right? Even if they break it, I just want info on if they are starting mid or not. And if it's not broken, then it's information. I got all of mid, right? Stuff like that. So it's fully preference, but yeah, there's probably definitely value in it for sure, 100%. It's really how you want to go about the cams, but this is a very strong tool. Okay, just keep that in mind. That you shouldn't just have it to see things and break. You gotta have it up. That's really important. If I have this here and I'm here, bro, I can literally hold down A and ARP by myself. Just have to go like this every single time, right? So that's why it's important to keep your cam up on any site, any map, stuff. And you know, yeah, that's pretty much it. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. Yep. Just focus on these things I told you. I'll send you these notes so you can look back on it, right? I'm not gonna not send you these notes so you can know what we kind of talked about today overall. But bro, I think your aim is very strong. Let's start working on our brain so we can start separating ourselves. All right. So remember how I asked you, what do you want? What did you tell me?
Rank 1 Radiant.
Rank 1 Radiant. I love it. Okay, that type of passion is like, bro, it's almost so rare these days. But that type of goal, right? You said you want to go pro as well. What? No. There's the follow-up question I told you about, right? The first question is, what do you want, right? The second, and you told me, number 1 Radiant to go pro. Great, I love it. I really do like that answer a lot. It's very specific. It's very detailed. It's not generic. That's not a generic answer. Generic answer would be like, I want to go immortal, like everyone says, right? You want to be ranked number 1. The follow-up question to the first question now is, what do you want? You want to be rank 1 Radiant? You want to be pro? Now the second question is, what are you willing to sacrifice? How badly is it you want this goal? You gotta ask, and you don't have to answer it, okay? But when I did make students answer it, only a few, even those that did want to go pro, only a few would say anything. I'm willing to lay my life on the line. I'm willing to lose my girlfriend for this goal, whatever. Okay?
I will answer that.
And
I will answer that.
Sure, you can. But
okay,
what I'm trying to say,
so
you can answer it in a sec. What I'm trying to say is that it's important that you have that mentality where you're willing to do whatever it takes for this goal. You've told me you want to go pro, you gotta get it now. You gotta be a man, and you're young, so you may not understand this now, but you gotta be a man of your word. You gotta do what you say. Okay, this is something where young men don't understand. They say something but don't do it. Don't be empty words. Okay, so now answer. What is it you're willing to sacrifice? How badly do you want this goal?
Okay, the stuff I'm willing to sacrifice is insane. I'll stay up till 11 and wake up at 4. Like I've done that. Like I'll do it almost every single day. At 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Okay.
So I stay up till 11 p.m. and then wake up at 4 a.m. I probably do my aim labs now that you're giving me tips to do my aim labs. I'll probably do that in the morning.
Okay.
Play like 1 game before school. Go to school.
Okay.
In my free time, watch Valorant because there's a bunch of pro games during the day.
There is.
Yeah. So I can study the methods they use and then come home, run aim labs again, run the range practice, run like 5 TDMs, and then hop in.
Dude, you've been watching the streams too hard, bro. No, but I love it. I love it. That's what it takes, bro. Honestly, if we're being real, that's what it takes to be pro. Even if you have school, even if you have work, you gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the time. You gotta watch pro play. You gotta watch Radiance. You gotta aim train. There's gonna be a lot of bad days, my friend. Trust me, there will be. There'll be days you're gonna question yourself. There's gonna be days you're gonna want to quit. There's gonna be days you think you're not good enough, but you gotta pull through. And one thing I can give good advice on is don't give up. Keep going, no matter how you feel, what's going on. Right? Trust the process. That's how you have to look at it. Okay? And those that are successful aren't successful because they're smarter, better than other people. Most of the time people succeed is because of resilience. They don't quit. They keep going. They believe in themselves. So that's very important that you kind of understand that. And understand, bro, you're young. So, dude, when I was your age, it was the same thing. I had that burning desire, that burning passion where I believed that I could do it. Nothing would stop me. I'm willing to do anything. But there comes to a point where it gets a little bit realistic. You get hit in the face with reality. Oh, fuck, this is much harder than I expected. I can't just use motivation and passion to fuel this anymore. It's about discipline and hard work. Discipline as in not you know, uh, being hard on yourself, or punishing yourself. That's not that type of discipline. Discipline as in doing the things we don't want to do, no matter how we feel. For example, traditionally like push-ups, working out, going to the gym. People don't want to do that, but if you're disciplined, you'll still do it, no matter how tired you are, no matter what time it is, how you feel. And that's how you have to feel with your training, improving. You gotta keep thinking about the game. Be disciplined, be consistent, do it every day. Work on your game every single day. You're young, so it's not even like, even if you were Radiant right now, you could go pro, right? You gotta be about, I think they changed that. We were talking about this on stream the other day. You gotta be like 18 these days to go pro, or like 17 or something. 18, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure Zekin's like 17.
No, I don't think anymore. So they,
Not anymore?
so you used to be able to go pro when you were 16, but I think they changed it. They upped it. But I remember when it was 16, but they changed it. But you have a few years, is what I'm trying to say. You're not in no rush. Yes, you're young, but that doesn't mean burn 10 years of your time and do nothing. But you have some years to develop, right? So dig deep. Try to get to a Radiant as fast as you can. Try to get to Immortal. But so, you want to get to Radiant #1, but just understand it's baby steps. So that's your big goal, but work on your small goals. Right now, your goal 2, you're very far, my friend. And I'm not saying that you're not able to, but we're being realistic right now. You're far. Work on the small goals. Get to goal 2, then goal 3, then plat 1, plat 2. You gotta, every time you rank up, you gotta set your eyes onto the new rank. And there'll be pushbacks, there'll be setbacks. You're gonna have 1 step back, 2 steps forward, but just don't give up. Okay, you've told me you want this goal. I expect you to one day hopefully hit this goal, and I know you can. You have that potential. Your aim is very nice. Your aim is a lot better than most of my students. Work on the game. Work on your brain. It's about separating ourselves now. Okay, one example I'll tell you before you leave. Okay, in traditional sports, you're a football guy. I'm a football guy, even though I'm from Canada. It's big here too. Americans don't understand. Okay, but what separates Tom Brady from another starter that's not so well known, or like a rookie, or like bench warmer, second string, third string quarterbacks? The skill isn't not that high. Like, the skill difference isn't 100% increase. Tom Brady isn't 100% better than the next quarterback up. He's really not. It's only very small. At best, it's 10%. It's very small. 5 to 3%, 2%, 5%, 6%. But in our eyes, that 5, 2, 3% makes it seem like Tom Brady is like 1,000 times better than everybody, right? But if that an average quarterback played in any other high school game or whatever, he would shit on people, right? But when he plays with the best, he's not. So what I'm trying to say is that edge is very important. It's the small details that separate you from being a champion from you being a bench warmer. That's the difference. It's our mental. It's what we know. Our fortitude, never giving up. You think Tom Brady gives up when he's down at halftime in a Super Bowl?
Nah, 28-3.
Right. He's the last guy that's given up. If anything, he's experienced winning in those moments so much because of his mental, what he knows, his fortitude, rallying his team, being a leader, telling his team what they need to do, telling his team how to get the best out of his teammates, stuff like that when they're down, right? Making them mentally prepared, giving them fortitude, keeping their mental up. Guys, it's all good. Let's get this win. Right, he's super resilient. No matter what it is, he keeps coming back. And that's the mentality you need to have, is this championship mindset. Never quitting, never giving up. No matter what the score is in Valorant, the game, you're losing, keep trying, keep adjusting, keep making plans, keep trying to identify, keep trying to find solutions. That is the key. And I think you can do this. You have very good potential to do it. Just got to keep working on it. And I know this isn't an answer everyone wants to hear, but it's very generic, but there's some truth to it. You just gotta play more, see more situations, experience more, etc., etc. You have a lot of time, my friend, so spend it in Valorant. And don't just spend it in Valorant by just playing ranked and that's it. Do other things. Work on your game. Go in custom. See which angles you can kind of look at. See which angles you can kind of have trouble with and you have to fix when you're coming in A main or B main, whatever it is. Okay? Kind of work on these angles, etc., etc. Get better at the game, and I think you will. You're young and you're at this level. you're already a step ahead of a lot of some of my students have been stuck 4 years, 3 years in gold and silver and bronze, right? So
Pookie.
right, Pookie, he's 4 years in silver, right?
Yeah.
So you're ahead of a lot of them. Keep moving forward, and understand your rank doesn't mean anything. It's about true skill. There's so many students I have right now that were started gold, plat, but they're now ascended. And I told them from the beginning, you are better than where you are right now. You are an immortal player. Just gotta focus on the right things. Keep improving. Keep sticking with it, right? And you will get there. And I put you in that same category. You're like Trilly. I don't know if you know one of my students, Trilly.
I think I know who you're talking
He
about.
went from gold 2, like gold 1, like I think it was even like high silver gold 1, and now he's ascended in 7 weeks. 7 weeks. 7 weeks. Okay, and he's very mechanic. You guys are similar in mechanics in terms of aiming. Okay, but it's the game sense that gets us up there. That's how you have to think about it. All right. So keep focusing. Keep working hard. I know you'll do it. I'll see you next week. Right now, your goal what? 1.
Yep.
So I'm gonna add some pressure to you. By next week, I need you to be gold 3. You got 1 week. These lobbies are very easy, very manageable. Don't idolize people. Oh my God, these guys are high rank. I can't. They're good players. No, you're the best player in my eyes. You gotta believe it, feel it, think like it, talk like it. Right? Have this overwhelming confidence about yourself that you can shit on everybody on the other team. Does not matter what rank they are. That's how I look at the game. Okay, so that's how you should look at it. Yes, we all have bad games. Yes, we struggle sometimes, but hey, still know who you are, your identity, you knowing you're the best player, you knowing, having that confidence from training every day, working on your game, you know who you are. Okay, so focus on that. Gold 3 minimum. Okay, I think you can even get the plat, but I'm gonna just put it at gold 3. All right, anything above is an A+++++. We'll put gold 3 at A+, because it's not like gold 2. I'll put gold 2 at like a B minus C. Okay, because you're already there. You're literally 1 game off. Gold 3. Okay, and I'll see you next week. Let me just see 1 second right here. We decided on, oh, it's this week, sorry, Saturday at 11 p.m. EST, so that's 10 p.m. your time. Okay. Also,
Okay.
you know, you don't have that much every 4 days, so but you play a lot, so there's no excuses, bro. 7 hours a day.
No excuses.
That's 20 hours, bro. In these 4
Oh,
days.
plus the time in the morning too.
Right,
so
right.
like it's actually like
More.
11.
More. Right.
But yeah.
So let's get to it. I know you can do it. And just keep working on this identification protocol, like I told you. How do they play as an enemy whole, individually? Process that information. What does this mean? What type of utility do they don't have here? What do they have here? And then find solutions. Okay, adjust, find solutions. Think about ways you can get creative. It's about getting it wrong, trying things out, seeing what works for you, and then apply. Make the plan specific and detailed, where your team can understand, rationalize them, show them what you've processed, what you've identified, and then tell them this is what we're going to do. Get them on the same page, and then execute. Make it work. Right? It's like a football play. It's the same thing. Does it take 5 people to make a football play happen?
No.
It takes every single person, all 11 for you. In Canada, we play 12-man football, right? So all
12 man.
Yeah, we play 12-man here in high school. Right. So we have 2 nickel corners. You can like halfbacks.
Oh.
You guys have like yeah. It's a little bit of different game, more hectic. But it's because our field is bigger. Our fields are bigger. We play 120 yards, right? You guys play 100 yards.
Oh.
So our fields are bigger in Canadian football. So we have an
Okay.
extra man. Cause yeah,
I didn't know that.
the run game would be too crazy, right? I played high school football. I played college football here too. I've been to 2 district championships. I won 1 district championship, and then we went to a state, quote unquote. We don't have states here; it's province, like a provincial championship. We lost it in that one, but I also went to college and won.
Is there like a pro league in Canada?
Yeah, we have the CFL, the Canadian Football League, right? It actually has a lot of Americans. All the washed up guys that can't make it in the NFL go to the CFL. But they actually get a lot of local, like all the local superstars here go to CFL pretty much. There are some that go to NFL. There's some that are in there right now, but some that I've played that play on the NFL. That was on my college team, like City So. He's a old lineman for the Patriots. That
Oh
guy.
yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I played with him in college here in Canada. He was actually not an O lineman though. He was actually a defensive lineman. So when I saw that, I was like, wow, great. Also, there's a Mark Auclair. He was on the Bucks, the tight end, backup tight end to Gronk. He was he went to my college as well. Stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, I'm getting carried on. But that's that. Okay. So execute. Make sure they're all on the same page. You guys all 5 will execute that play, make it happen, and then be flexible too. You make a plan after you've identified all the stuff and it's stacked, you can't go anymore. You're gonna have to call a rotation. You gotta be like an audible, call an audible if you've identified that this plan's not gonna work anymore, stuff like that. Okay, but just work on that thought process, and I know you get it. You're a smart kid, so keep working on it and stuff like that. Any more questions?
What are the 10-man? Where are the 10-man?
Yeah, they'll be usually on the weekends, so it's gonna be on Saturday or Sunday. I'll let you know. I'll put events. There'll be events up. I'll make an announcement in the NA group chat and the general chat, stuff like that. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's usually once a week. But okay, I'll see you, bro. I'll see you around on the streams and stuff. I'll see you next week. This Saturday. Good luck on your
You
games.
said gold 3?
Gold 3,
Gold
my
3?
friend. Gold 3. Let's get it. Right, you can do it. You're better than your rank. Truly, I'm not even glazing. I'm being very objective. That means honest, truthful, seeing things as it is. I think you're higher level skill than a gold player. Whether that's ascendant, immortal, plat, I think you're higher than the gold. Okay, so keep working on these things and focus on the things that matter. Stuff like that. All right. Good job, bro.
Alright.
Good session, man. Take care. All right.
See you.
I'll see you on Saturday. Good.
Alright.
Later, bro.
see you
Any
Saturday.
questions you have throughout the week, ask me, bro. I'm here. I'm disposable.
Okay.
I'm your guy. Okay. Just ask away.
Alright.
All right. Later, bro. Take care, man.
Later.
Peace. Good luck on your games.
Peace.
Peace. Woo!